What's up, Noel? What's up, my boy? By the way, maintenance is still going on, so it's going to take a while. What's up, M? My boy, M. Yeah, just going to start the stream prematurely, 5 minutes before the actual event starts, just because might as well get some people in here. Some people. Yeah, what's up, Fujitech TV? What's up, man? What's up, man? Yo, subscribe to his channel. Actually, don't do that. Just go to his channel and dislike all of his videos. What's up, Brandon? Yo, is your last name Yuri, though? Yo, what's up, Soul Spirit? Yo, what's up? But yeah, 4 more minutes, actually, till maintenance is over. Hopefully, they don't extend the maintenance. Actually, hopefully they do. That way, we get more quartz. That's going to be sexy as fuck. So maintenance doesn't end for another 4 minutes. So if you guys want to just chill here and talk to your boy, this should be like a pretty mellow stream. I don't think it's going to be that crazy. It's just going to be me going through quests. And then, yo, Marty, active. What's up, man? Yo, subscribe to his channel, though. Don't subscribe to Fuji, though. Just Marty. He puts quality content, reacts to BTS and all that shit, man. So if you're into BTS, go watch the channel, although he hasn't uploaded in like 4 years, so maybe don't hope for too much. What's up, Juan? Juan the King? Juan? What'll be going on? Holy shit. So, by the way, if anyone's wondering, anyone who was watching the last stream, guess what happened? We got a copyright claim on that one, just because I didn't really realize that since we were playing the collab event that it was playing anime music in the background. So that, yeah, I got wrecked for that. It's just a copyright claim, not a strike, though, so it's not that bad. But that stream is down. I will still upload a highlight video. I will just cut out the parts where the music is playing, and then that should be good. What's up, Nova? You just woke up? Good morning. Unless it was a nap, then good afternoon. Although you could nap in the morning, so could still be morning for you. So what's up? What's the latest in FGO that you're hyped for? The Solomon movie's coming out in like 2 days, so that's gonna be lit. For FGO, seasoned FGO fans, you guys already know that's like the end game level threat as far as the singularities and chapters go. So that's gonna be fun to watch. It's coming out in 2 days. I gotta wait a couple more days till that shit actually gets subbed. It's gonna be on Crunchyroll and Funimation as well, but not for another couple months, most likely. So that's gonna be a fun watch. I'm looking forward to that movie the most out of every Fate movie so far. Calmont movies were alright. Heaven's Feel was like pretty good, but that Solomon movie though, I'm coming, man. I'm coming. Just finished your history test. Oh, hopefully you did good. I still have English, biophysics, and math. I assume you mean math, but, you know, do what you got to do to survive, you know? I'm not going to tell you not to do illegal drugs, but at the same time, probably don't do meth. That's not something you should be doing. Yo, Rumbly, yo. That shit has 20 million views on YouTube, man. Oh, it's going to be... Yeah, Brandon, you already seen the Solomon movie because you live in Japan, if I remember correctly. So, everyone's been saying it's a good movie, so I'm looking forward to that. The movie's going to be on Crunchyroll. They posted a update thing on Facebook. Out of every social media platform, Fate Grand Order decided to post it on Facebook that eventually the movie's going to be in Crunchyroll and Funimation. But they didn't say an exact date. They just say it's coming soon. And it's the English Fate Grand Order page, so we know it's going to be subbed. Maybe even dubbed. I mean, I'm not going to watch that shit dubbed. I gotta hear everybody subbed, you know what I'm saying? And trying to hear that, you bastard. Every dub says you bastard. It's like, shut the fuck up. People don't say that all the time, damn it. We say fuck and bitch all the time. Nobody says you bastard. All right, so another minute. So let me just close this while the game is updating. Let me just do that just in case I show anything too personal. Oh, Solomon Mystico. That'd be interesting if they give us that. New skills, new design, all that shit. That'll be dummy busted. But as you guys can see from the thumbnail, I'm also going to be going through the Amazonist, Amazonist.com event, which is like 200 quests, I believe. So it's going to be fun. Yeah, 1 more minute till the maintenance is over, so let's give it another minute. So, like I said in the last stream, and as you guys can see from the title, if you guys have any anime recommendations, because I've been behind, I've been lagging on some anime lately. I've just been out of it. I don't really like a lot of the current anime that's been being pumped out. I feel like a lot of it's very repetitive and the same sort of thing being published and whatnot, and I just want to see some new good shit, man. All I've been watching is Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan. That's it. So I definitely need to diversify because I used to be an anime freak. I used to watch like 20 different anime every week, and now I'm just watching 2. So that's not good. That's not good, especially as somebody who is going to Anime Expo this year after 2 years of it being gone. All right, so the event officially started. Let me know if the volume sounds okay, if the game's too loud, or if I'm too loud or whatever. As long as I'm slightly louder in the game, that should be fine. Birdemic, what is that about? Mob Psycho 100. So one of my friends is really into it. If you're still watching, then yeah, you know who you are. I'll be honest. I watched like 7 episodes. I don't know if it gets like super duper good later, but so far it's just a lot of random crazy shit happening. Which if you like that shit, that's cool. But I need something with a riveting story. You know what I'm saying? Character development. I want to shed a tear. Granted, I never cried because of an anime before, but still, I want to get hooked on an emotional, mental level. And I feel like, I don't know, just in my opinion, Mob Psycho 100 didn't really hook me in. But maybe it gets really crazy later. Maybe. Oh, I'm still in the middle of quest. I don't want to do that quest no more. We're here to do the Amazoness Tower event, man. It gets serious, especially in season 2. Yeah, I never made it that far. I never made it that far, to be quite honest with you. Okay, so there you go. Ooh, speaking of Solomon, we get this Solomon Craft Essence. What's up? So, ooh, is this to celebrate? Did they officially announce the Solomon thing? So, here's the cover. It's gonna be, or like flipped over, but yeah. There's the boy Enkidu in the back, although he still has Kingo's eyes, so that's kind of weird. All right, speaking of that, they gave us a craft essence. Nice. 4 quartz, piece, yeah, whatever. Nice. Well, let's just start the event. Let's just do the event. Vivi is good, only 12 episodes and made by Studio Wit. Oh, okay. What is it about? Oh, okay. You recommended 2 Archer Blades. I'm actually gonna look that up, see what it's about. I'm gonna read the description for you guys. Don't like spoil anything. Let's see what it's about. Vivi. Okay. It's a thriller anime. Okay, interesting. Okay. I can't really tell what it's about from the cover, but I'll read the summary in a sec. So, let's see. Oh God, who do I bring? I'm gonna bring a waiver. I believe we could bring whatever we want at this point, so I'll just bring this. I was just watching your LB 6.2 stream, waiting for the event. Oh yeah. And LB 6 is coming out. Actually, no, not LB 6. LB 5.2 is coming out on March, so that's gonna be good. Everyone and I loved it. Okay, so you watched it. Nice. Basically, song stress AI who must change the future. Interesting. So it's a lot of singing and shit. Okay. A lot of singing action. Okay, I believe we don't have to beat this quest because a million HP is kind of busted. I don't think we have to win. Have you seen Die Buster? No, I actually never heard of that. To be fair, I haven't heard of VV either. I've actually seen Durara, by the way. Granted, it's... I liked it. I'm going to say I did like it. It's just kind of confusing. Because there's a lot of characters and a lot of subplots going on. While there's like a big umbrella, general plot going on at the same time. It's like, it gets really crazy. But I did enjoy it. I feel like I would rewatch it if I had another person to watch it with. Okay, wait, chill the fuck out. I'm pretty sure we don't have to beat this quest, but if we do... Okay, that's gonna suck. First time watching Bleach. I feel like I need to watch Bleach, but I'm like, what, 80 episodes or so behind. I never started it. Never, had the motivation to start it until, the new season got announced a couple weeks ago. So now I just feel like, okay, I feel like I have to watch it now because literally a new season's coming out. Die Buster was the spiritual ancestor of Gurren Lagann. Ooh, made by the same people. Okay, so it should be good because I really like Gurren Lagann. It's a very good anime. Anybody who's never seen it, you should watch it. Very good. It's very crazy. Like, it goes all over the place, but it's worth the watch. It's not your typical mecha anime. It goes absolutely batshit crazy. So I definitely recommend that. Okay, I don't know if I have to beat her because a million HP is kind of above my pay grade. But we'll see. I don't think we do, though, if I remember correctly. Absolutely. You're going to rewatch it, Soul Spirit? I'm assuming you're talking about Bleach, but as long as there's at least 2 other people who've never seen Bleach, then I'm down to watch it with you. But if it's just you, then fuck that. Because I'm going to be I'm gonna be with a Jaegerist. No one else is gonna know what that means, by the way. Yeah, Ruko-chan. It's an ecchi horror anime. Okay. I mean, ecchi's not really my cup of tea per se, but the horror aspect might reel me in. But we'll see. If it's like bouncing boobs every 2 seconds, then it's gonna be like, okay, I guess. Okay, please don't kill. Please don't kill. Okay. I don't think we have to kill, but if we do, I should have brought Yang, because Yang would be able to destroy her easily. You're loving it, Kai? Okay. So that's the final arc, the one that they just announced. Interesting. So did the original anime, without spoiling anything, I'm guessing the original anime didn't end as intended? Like, maybe it ended in like a cliffhanger, or they just didn't have enough funds to continue it. Yo, Yang Guofei is my girl, man. She's my girl. You like slice of life anime? Sometimes, not all the time. It depends on what it's about. But a lot of times I do avoid those. A lot of times. Did you say Jaegers? I did say Jaegers. It's not gonna. I'm using it in a different context than what you might be thinking. But yeah, there's like a running joke within my group, which it's gonna take a while for me to explain. So I'm not even gonna try to explain it. I mean, it's actually very simple, but still. Have you watched Psycho-Pass? Yes, Psycho-Pass is really good. I've seen both seasons. I think there was a movie of it, but I think it was like a recap of the first season. I don't know. What's up, Fanta? What's going on, man? Yeah, you gotta recommend me some anime. So I've been thinking, because it is on Netflix and it is one of those infamous, popular, classic anime. I've been thinking about Evangelion, especially since our last stream. A lot of you guys suggested that, but also said that it's very confusing. The ending is very weird and out there. But I enjoy stuff like that, so I actually might like it. So Dororo is something I've been meaning to watch. I know Archer Blaze has been hella recommending me that 2 years ago, I believe 2-3 years ago. But just been lagging on it. So I think I'll add that to the list for sure. I've seen another for sure. To Your Eternity. Okay, so the thing about To Your Eternity, there's like an intro thing going on. Oh, Amazon.com. What's up? The thing about To Your Eternity, I heard it's sad as fuck. So I'm scared of watching it. Because I don't cry when it comes to like sad anime. Never cried because of a sad movie or sad anime or sad book or whatever. But I get into these, I guess, periods. I don't know. This hole. I get into this hole that I call the shadow realm. Where basically I don't want to move. I don't want to do anything for like a week. I'm just in a bad mood. I'm just in a very sad, depressing mood. I don't cry. I just don't want to do anything. So I'm kind of scared to watch a super sad anime like To Your Eternity. I heard that one's like a gut wrencher. At episode 1 too. So I don't know. I'm kind of scared. All right. So I already know how to play this event. No problem. Pentasilia. We just got to go through a shit ton of basic ass quests, and then we can't bring the same servant consecutively twice. So okay, first wave is Lancers, so we got to bring Sabers. So I'm just gonna go ahead, filter it by AoE NP. I'm gonna go ahead and bring I'm gonna bring Jason. Jason's good. Jason be good. So I'm bring Jason, and then like fodder NPs, like support NPs, because we're not really gonna need these guys, for example. They're not that good for this event, at least. We will give them 20-30 just so we get some crit stars. And then, yeah, Jason will be the main line of offense. Then we should be good. Okay, as far as the Mystica goes, probably this one, just so I can level it up. Guilty Crown. So the thing about Guilty Crown, it looks really good, but I heard the plot is like meh. Perfect Blue. Perfect Blue is that really weird one, right? Unless I'm thinking about another anime. It's a really very weird anime. Okay, 3 enemies, so I was right to just bring Jason. Okay, bet. Okay, so we good. So Jason, do your thing. You have AoE. You should be able to kill with just basic buffs. And these not really high HP enemies. A Gunpla before? So I have a Gilgamesh Gunpla, now that you mention it, Nova. Never tried building it, because I thought it would be a lot more, I guess, simple. Because I know what Gundams are, of course, and then Gunplas by extension. So when I saw the Gilgamesh one, it's like a chibified Gilgamesh gunplay, and I was like, oh, okay, it shouldn't be that bad. It's not like an actual proper Gundam. And then when I opened it, I was like, okay, this looks like a lot. I'm not just gonna touch it. So I've had it for like a year now. I've seen Code Geass. Code Geass is a masterpiece. I've not seen the new one, what was it called, Resurrection? I've not seen the new one. I think that came out like a couple years ago. Dragon Ball Heroes? I was about to say that's an anime. I know Dragon Ball Super. All right, let's go ahead and put, because we're gonna have to put Jason in the break room. So if you guys don't know how this event works, basically when you use a servant, you can't use them for a couple of hours unless you put them in the break room, in which case it will lessen their time, their cooldown time, I guess. So it's a lot of quests. So obviously when I get to the point where I can't really progress because there's no servants I could bring, then that's it. That's it for the stream. Okay, a rash. Might as well use a rash right now, right? So rash, and I'm going to filter by support because again, we're not really going to rely on too much support servants per se. Actually, let's just be careful because what if a rash? No, it should be fine. It should be a one wave. Shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, maintenance is over, man. Maintenance is over. Thankfully, this isn't really a grindy event per se. It is just a very long, it could be a long event if you let it be long. It's going to last for 2 weeks, right? The event lasts for 2 weeks. So if you don't really want to no life it like what I'm doing right now, you could just do 10 quests every week, or not, like every day, not every week. And then you should be done by the end of the time period. Okay, this should kill because the Rash has a very strong NP. There's no rerun Archer Blades, so definitely recommend doing it. Again, if you don't have a lot of time, the event lasts for like, what, 2 weeks or so? Just do X amount of quests every day, and you should be done. I do read the story after the event's over. I'm the type of player who likes to get through the event or the Lost Belt or the chapter as fast as possible. That way I could just lie down and read it when I'm done without any interruptions. That's the way I usually play. I know some people like to read the story as they play along. For me, I just want to get it over with and then just sort of relax. Okay, so there you go. All right. So far so good. We've been doing all right. So AoEs. I'm gonna bring. So wait, I never really use this guy. I'm gonna be honest. So he does do damage. All right, bet. Yeah, never really relied on him before. And then we filter again to support NPs. Never really uses the filter system. Might as well bring you. You're not going to be that useful. Same thing with Matahari. No offense to Matahari fans out there, but that's just the truth. Yeah, I like tower events. Tower events are fun. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea because people like the grindy events where you grind for materials and then there's like an event shop. I like these type of events where it's just sort of chill, not as grindy. Okay, so let's go ahead. Again, never really used Phantom of the Opera. He's like not that great if I remember correctly. How do you have already so many quartz after rolling for Yang? Well, if you follow, like, I don't mean to plug myself in, but I will plug myself in. I mean, it's kind of, a thing you have to do for social media. But if you go on my Twitter, then you would know how I did it. Basically, I bonded with a shit ton of servants. That's just what I do. I use my servants as a bank, as like a mini bank. And then when I don't have any quartz left, I just go off. Like I keep a servant at like, let's say they're about to be bond 11. I keep them at bond 10 and like it just takes one more quest to get them to bond 11 and I get quests from them. So I know I don't really use the NP Chacha, so it'd be like that. It really do be like that. But yeah, that's how I have so many quartz, if you're wondering. So it does help to follow me on my social media accounts, just because I do post stuff that you wouldn't normally see on stream or on video. And yeah. Oh yeah, again, there's more people here. I said this earlier. So the last stream got taken down because of copyrighted music. I didn't really realize that at the time. I didn't really realize that streaming the collab event over in JP had copyrighted music. I mean, it obviously does, but I just didn't really consider it. Okay, I'll bring you Eric Bloodaxe. in my opinion, the most boring servant, but that's just my opinion. So I'm gonna bring him. Now I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna bring Miyu. I know Miyu's like a higher rarity servant, but again, support servants aren't really that crazy for this event. AoEs are sort of the meta, I guess, so to speak, for this particular type of event. My little brother got scammed and ended up giving his Instagram account. What the fuck? You can't get it back. Whoa, okay. Somebody stole his Instagram account? The fuck? Does he have like 1 billion followers or something? Otherwise, why would somebody want to take his account? Interesting. So I've been asking people to report it so he can be taken down. Oh, by 2BTV. Oh. Damn, that sucks, man. Hopefully he gets it sorted out. Like, that would suck, especially like if I were to be in that situation where somebody like hacked my YouTube account, for example. That's 5 years down the drain. I mean, I'm not the biggest channel in the universe by any stretch of the imagination, but I put a decent amount of time and, you know, work and even money into this channel. So I definitely feel for your brother in that regard. So definitely hope he gets it back. Okay, so let's see, all enemies, easy peasy. So far, as far as anime recommendations go, I think Evangelion is going to be my next, like, you know, thing I'm going to watch. Dororo, I've been lagging on that. And I think what was another anime that you guys said? Vivi. Vivi was like the first thing that popped up to several of you guys. So that's going to be the 3 anime I'm going to be looking into. Spartacus is good. Spartacus is good. Might as well bring him. Then support NP. We're trying to speedrun this for no reason. Irie, because Irie's NP isn't really gonna do anything. Same thing with Steno. Whatever. Maybe them Bitcoin scammers. Yo, Bitcoin be crazy. That cryptocurrency action. Would you like to watch Black Clover? I actually started that right when it came out a couple years ago, and I got through like, I know it's like over 100 episodes at this point, but I got through like 20-ish episodes, and I don't know why I stopped. Oh shit, there's 2 waves of enemies. Okay, so I'm just gonna save the NP actually. I know I already used the 3rd skill, but whatever. He wants to be a voice actor and uses his account to interact with some voice actors to see how to be part of the industry. Oh, okay. Well, good luck with him in general with the voice acting thing. I actually wanted to be a voice actor way back when, but I don't know why. I just never really pursued it. It was just something. It was more of an interest, really. It's because I do enjoy making funny voices and impressions and whatnot, just in general. So that's something that I wanted to look into, but never really legitimately pursued it. Any kind of job in like the entertainment industry, that's where I want to be. That's why I'm doing YouTube as a hobby, because it gives me some personal experience on how to interact with people online, especially. Like if you watch my earliest streams, I'm sure I'm just a mess. I mean, right now I'm kind of a mess as well, but still. What is your career pursuit, if you don't mind me asking? So like I said, I used to want to do voice acting, but then I never really fell through with that. And then when I went to college, my major, at least what I said at the time, was film. But very quickly I realized I didn't want to major in film. Not because it would be hard to get a job or anything, which it would be, because the film industry is kind of fucked. The entertainment industry in general is just kind of fucked. But besides the point, when I took my first film class, I was just like, yeah, this isn't for me. I don't know why. It just was not for me. After that, I don't know. I don't really have any legitimate career, I guess, aspirations. That's if, for example, I wake up tomorrow and then I had 1 million subscribers and like all my videos got like 100K plus views, I would be completely content with that. That would be it right there. Right now, YouTube is just a hobby. It's not really a job. I do get paid a little bit with donations and like ad revenue and whatnot, but I wouldn't necessarily call it a job, obviously. So if this works out somehow, even though I've been doing it for 5 years, but if it does work out somehow, this would be like the dream. But as far as like a legitimate, traditional, I guess, esque job, I don't know. I am pursuing acting. I took voice acting 2 years ago, and live acting 2 years ago as well. You have to take voice acting to be an actor in general, not like voice acting as in like voice acting in anime or cartoons. Just you need to practice with your voice and how to enunciate and do different accents and whatnot. Just in general, depends on the role you get, even as a live actor. So I wanted to take that. So I've taken some acting classes, but I really don't have a concrete career goal in mind. It's just sort of like whatever happens, happens, which is kind of a risky thing, not gonna lie, because I watch like all my friends progress and like get to a higher level of the career that they want to get to, you know, and then they get closer and closer at reaching that goal. Whereas meanwhile, me, I'm just like, all right, I'm just doing YouTube and just seeing where it goes. At the same time, I do know that, like, you know, time does go on, and eventually I'm gonna have to like find something else to do as well. But right now, I'm not too worried about it. When I get to like 30 years old and nothing has really happened, that's when I'm gonna start really worrying, like legitimately. Okay, let me just go do this. Yeah, I'm still pretty young, I would say. 24 years old. 24-year-old piece of gold, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not really, you know, Brandon, as much as that, you know, that was just a hypothetical. If it happens, it happens. But I don't really see it happening because growing on social media in general, it's like very, very difficult. Obviously, after 5 years, I've grown a decent amount, not a lot, but, you know, more than a lot of people, because I know a lot of people personally, and just from observation from other smaller channels around my size or even smaller. A lot of people give up really, really easily, and a lot of people just don't find the time because they have a legitimate real life things that come up. Thankfully, that hasn't happened to me yet. I mean, 2 years ago, arguably something big did happen personally that did impact my channel somewhat, but nothing to the point of like I never returned, you know? I'm still here. Even after all these years, I'm still here, still chilling. Let's see. Who do I bring now? Support. We're running out of support servants to bring. We be running out. Okay. I'll actually bring... I'll bring you. I highly doubt we're going to use you at all at any capacity. And then you. Same thing. Same thing. But yeah, so it'd be like that though. By the way, it's 12:23 where I live right now, so. Funny enough, when I first started my channel, I was a reaction channel. I don't think anyone here remembers those days. All those videos are taken down because of copyright issues that, you know, YouTube got really strict with their copyright things. So I used to react to anime and like other things, like other videos and whatnot. That used to be my type of content. I used to just react to shit. I kind of still do. When you think about it, gaming channels are technically reaction channels. You're reacting to the game as you play. That's, you know, it is what it is. But I used to be a reaction channel, but I had to take that shit down. And then I moved on to obviously FGO, which I'm cool with. Obviously, there's like a threshold and a glass ceiling, so to speak. There's a ceiling to this type of content, so obviously at some point I would want to move on and try other things, not necessarily abandon the game or abandon, you know, playing FGO as a stream or as a video sort of content, but definitely at some point I have to diversify and try other things as well, because again, there's a ceiling with this type of content that I might have already hit for my audience. But I mean, the general purpose, even back when I did reaction videos to anime and like videos, the general purpose to like these streams and you know, playing this game and whatnot is just to sort of build a foundation, a base audience. Like you guys, for example, a lot of you guys, I recognize you guys' names. I know who you are, like not personally obviously, but I recognize you guys' names and messages and profile pics and whatnot. So, and I always see you guys when I stream, like, and it's not a lot. It's not like 1,000 people of the same people always watching my shit, but it's a good couple dozen people every time I stream of the same people. So I'm trying to build up that loyal audience, so to speak, those diehards. So and that's what I'm trying to build up. Because there's a lot of channels that are relatively small, but they have such a strong foundation of an audience that they're still able to be successful, even with just like 100K subs, for example. If I could just get 100K subs, for example, but then have like, you know, a couple thousand views, but it's always the same people that are supporting me, that are tuning into the streams, maybe even donating and following me on my social media and whatnot. That's I'd rather grow like that. I'd rather have that going on for me than have like 10 million subscribers, for example. But then, you know, I don't have that core audience there, you know? It's just always different people every single time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already picked the, who did I pick? I guess Rhaenys? Pick her. Why not? Actually, no, that's dumb. She's really good. Skills are really good. I'm gonna bring Nightingale. Not that Nightingale's bad, but, you know, comparatively speaking. I guess Leonidas. No, actually, Leonidas might be... I'm like hesitant to bring Mashu. Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes isn't really gonna do anything. Yeah, Solomon Sea is busted. I mean, it's beautiful. Not really busted. It doesn't really do anything. But yeah, Kai, the Solomon movie is coming out in 2 days. And actually, today, in a couple of hours for Japan, Blu-ray. So if you keep an eye out, I'm not saying go to illegal sites or anything, but I mean, that's where it's going to most likely be. It's going to be there. It's going to be there. So I'm excited to watch that when it's like subbed and whatnot. Obviously, I do want to watch it in theaters and watch it like on an official, I guess, medium, but at the same time, I won't wait. I won't wait. Now, granted, if it does show in theaters next month, for example, I'll still watch it. But I'm definitely not gonna wait. I'm gonna watch it as soon as it comes out, because I've been waiting for that son of a bitch for like 2 years. Oh yeah, the Barbados raids. So originally that's what the stream was gonna be. I was just gonna do raids over in JP, but then I looked at how many golden apples I had over in JP, and I did a lot of the raids last month. And I mean a lot of the raids last month, to the point I don't really have a lot of golden apples to really do more raids. And no, I'm not going to use the quote-unquote rainbow apples. That's not something I typically do. So I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet and say, you know what, I did a lot of the raids last month. I don't really need to do any of the raids for the JP event, the Case Files event. So I might skip out on that and just continue playing NA for the stream. Yeah, last month's raids were a lot. So I wanted to prioritize that over anything else. That's why I use a lot of apples. This Barbados raid doesn't really give anything I necessarily super duper want, so not too worried. Okay, Berserkers. Berserker's kind of funny. Kind of a funny thing. I will bring... I'll bring you. Why not? Yeah, Barbados raid is going on in JP in a couple of minutes, 30 minutes. So that's going to be a thing. But I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not going to be doing that. I mean, I will be. If I stop streaming in like, let's say 2 hours or something, I'll do what little I can. Yeah, I just noticed there's 2 waves, so I shouldn't have used the skill then, but you know, fuck it. Let's just use the NP, whatever. I probably wasted it, but I don't really care. We're gonna win anyway, most likely, so I'm not too worried. Yeah. I actually don't use Gorgon that much, so nice to see her a little bit in action. Okay, so I probably should have saved the NP, but that's okay. Can I stun you at level 1? Yeah, I can. Thank you. Put your defense down too. Also want some crit stars. What's up, Kelvin? Ooh, what's up? Did Chainsaw Man even come out yet? Because that's like something that's like super popular lately. Did that even come out yet? I feel like it hasn't, but at the same time, I've been seeing a lot of posts about it over the past couple of months. Valentine's for JP, I have no clue, because last year they released Karen, which was a big, holy shit, I did not expect that. So, I don't know. Hopefully a rerun of Karen for people who still want her. I kind of want to get more copies of her, not gonna lie. As far as a new servant goes, yeah, Valentine's, I'm not sure. I have no particular predictions. They might throw us another curveball and give us Bazette, for example. Bazette's like the only one from Hollow Iteration and like yeah, she's the only one from there that's not in the game yet. I'm pretty sure because they just released Karen. Well, I guess Kotominakide too, but he's inevitable. But they're not obviously not going to release him for Valentine's. So I would say probably Bazette. That would be pretty cool to see. She'd be a pretty cool character, playable character. Oh, the survey for JP. Yeah, they had like a list of characters you ticked, like a list of NPC characters that you like. And of course, I picked Tiamat and Milkama. Those were like the two that I was looking at for both my accounts. Oh, this one we could bring a support servant. So let me go ahead and bring a waiver. I assume these are not affected by that. No, they're not. Okay, cool, bet. So I'm just gonna, might as well. Right, might as well bring some Bonsies. Oh, we can't really, actually, this might be overkill, so we might as well just use a lesser craft essence like that one. There we go. Yeah, so I definitely want to see Tiamat come out. I don't think Tiamat's coming out though for Valentine's. Maybe sometime in the next year. I would like that. But male Kama is definitely somebody I want to see as well. My girlfriend loves Kama, both male and female. So I want to see male Kama. Tiamat, male Kama, Rasputin. Yeah, those three in particular. Maria Alter, honestly, I could live without. I know a lot of people want her, but those first three though, Brandon, oh, absolutely. I don't think they will release Aurora for Valentine's. Is she that popular? I know she's from Lost World 6, but I feel like a lot of people hate her, so like they're definitely not going to do that unless they want to troll the audience, which again would be funny, like you said. Imagine she have a male Kama body pillow. I would, you know, if they were to sell that, I would buy it for her personally. I wouldn't even be offended. I would be like, okay, good. This means I could get body pillows of my own, right? I could get like a Musashi or Shuten body pillow. You know, you got your own body pillow. I'll get my own as well. Then I'll open that door, hopefully. I don't own a body pillow at all, so that would be fun. That'd be a fun thing to buy. Granted, my family members would look at me all weird, like, why do you have a body pillow? You have a girlfriend. And I'm just like, because why not? I'm so ready for the main three. The last one was just a filler because they asked for 4. Oh, okay, I see. I smell it. I smell it. Yeah, I feel like NA hasn't gotten a survey in a good minute. It's been a good while since we got a survey. Again, and I said this in the last stream, it's like, I feel like NA doesn't really need any surveys since JP is the one that, you know, decides things. You know what I mean? But I guess they could have a survey asking if they want to, you know, if we want early updates, animation updates and stuff like that. That'd be cool. Yo, I would get a Gilgamesh body pillow, to be honest. Just wake up and see the king's face and his abs and his beautiful skin. Aphrodite. Oh, yeah, they could release some Greek goddesses for Valentine's. Okay, so we got through 10 of the what, 200 quests? Oh, okay, so there's a new spa room, so we could add another servant into the mix. Let's go ahead and add. Who should we add? Let's go filter it by AoEs. Again, AoEs are our best friends right now. So I'm gonna go put you because you're compatible apparently, so you're gonna have a better time in there. I actually don't, I don't. See, the thing is with NA, they just follow JP. That's what I'm saying. So what's like the point, you know? What's the point of the surveys for NA in particular? See, the thing about Berserker enemies, I feel like I need to bring extra classes to them. Alright, we're gonna bring Medea. Hopefully I won't need her later for like a challenging quest. and I guess Benkei. I mean, that's a fair point, Kamikaze. They could do something like that, where they just, while they're giving the surveys to JP, they could give the same survey, obviously translated to NA. That's a good point. It's probably because like the JP surveys have like spoilers in it, technically, especially with the latest one where it like talks about NPC servants. It's technically a spoiler, so maybe they wouldn't want to give the exact same survey, you know? If we get like, I don't care if we get adult Tiamat, I don't care if we get lolly Tiamat, I don't care if we get gender bent Tiamat. I want Tiamat in the goddamn game, man. Actually, I would care if she was gender bent. I'd be like, you're not my mother. You're not. You are not my mother. That would be very weird. You got Rhaenys after a minute the event dropped. Oh, nice. Yeah, I need mommy in my life. You know what I mean? I need mommy. Right now, mommy's not in my life, and I don't know how I feel about it. There's other moms in Grand Order, right? But I want the mommy. All these other mothers are like stepmothers. I want the main mother. Do here, and then at this point, let's just do single targets then. So we're not really gonna rely on single targets like that as well. So you, because old welfares. Who's like a welfare we haven't seen in a while, like a rerun of. That they haven't like released like the Rare Prism Shop miniaturized event for. I guess Chloe. We haven't seen a Kuro. I think we did actually. I don't remember the ones that they released in the Rare Prism Shop. Universal serving coins. That's what I want to, but I feel like it's not happening at this point. I mean, maybe in the future, but yeah, I want universal serving coins over in JP. Any players you don't know what the fuck we're talking about as far as serving coins go, but yeah. That's definitely something I would love to see in the future. Would it break the game though if they give us like what? 20 a month? 20 a month? Let's just say 20 a month in the, let's say the Mono Prism Shop or even the Rare Prism Shop. Just give us 20 a month. Or put 20 in every future event. Like, that's not a lot. It's a decent amount, but it's not a lot. It won't break the game. I think universal coins would be good. It'd be healthy for the game. Ruler Cats. Oh, Ruler Cats, yeah. They haven't rerun her at all, so a lot of people don't have her at this point. Yeah, I think they could do universal coins. It's just a matter of the kind of system that they would implement. That would give us those coins, though. That'd be like the only quote-unquote issue. Okay, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We're at like the 12th level. People normally would summon for NP levels instead of serving coins. Yeah, with the introduction to the serving coins, it's like, especially now that they have like a way to get 2 grails every month by using serving coins. Obviously, not to mention the fact, you know, the append skill mechanic that came with the serving coin mechanic a couple months ago. It makes it like very tempting to just roll for the sake of serving coins, not even for NP levels anymore. I just want serving coins. So, how do you feel about JP's new pity system? So, if you saw my stream where they announced it, and even before they announced it, when people were begging and, you know, crying for a pity system for FGO, which I understand. I understand both sides, why people would want a pity system and why people don't really want it. I'm sort of indifferent about it because it's like the pity system's really gonna only affect the whales. It really is. Or people that really save, but those are very few people. As somebody who doesn't really like spend hardcore on the game, it doesn't really affect me, especially since you need to roll 900 times to get to the pity. It's like, unless I whale, at what given moment will I ever be fortunate enough to get to that pity, or even unfortunate? Technically, it's unfortunate because getting to that point where I have to rely on the pity to get the cover banner servant, that's kind of whack. But yeah, it doesn't really affect me, so I'm sort of indifferent. Don't really care. I'm happy for those who wanted it, but at the same time, doesn't really affect me. So it's one of those things I could live without it. I know a lot of people are rejoicing and, you know, jacking each other off over it, which is great. Again, it's great for you guys. It just doesn't really affect me. If the pity carried over, that would be an interesting way to do it. That would be interesting. 11 tickets for logging in weekly. Well, 11 might be too much, but yeah, I do want more ways to get like currency, like quartz and tickets. An additional method, so to speak, free-to-play method. Yeah, I really only spend when it's like a character I really want or really like. I'm not one of those huge FGO leviathans that wail at every given banner that comes out. Even if they don't like the character, they just wailed for the sake of wailing. Which again, it's up to them. It's their money. They earned it. It's all good. It's all well and good, but I'm not one of those people. It just is not in my interests. A 10-year-old with tickets. That'd be an interesting thing that they could do. Although a lot of games that have like tickets, for example, don't really allow you to use tickets as a multi-shot, but who knows. Osama ranking. I cried at episode 2. Oh shit. So it's a sad anime. Okay, I'll look into that, I guess. But earlier I did decide on 3 anime, I believe, that I'm gonna try out or look into. I know for sure Evangelion is something I want to see what all the fuss is all about, because that's an anime that everyone's been crazy about for decades now, and I just never really watched it or gave it a chance. So I'm finally gonna give it a chance. I'll probably tomorrow or the next day, depending on how I feel. I'll start watching it, because I heard the ending is very divisive and confusing for a lot of people, and I feel I enjoy those type of things. I like a good I like some brain fuckery going on. You need to understand Dororo hard. Is it that confusing? Data Live, I've watched Data Live. Kurumi's the best character. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care who your waifu is or your favorite character is. Kurumi is better than that character. I'm just saying. I'm just stating a fact. You know, if you're offended, if you disagree, that's all well and good. It's okay to be wrong. You know, it's okay. It's okay to be mistaken. I'm just letting you know that you're wrong. She's actually funny enough, Kurumi is probably like in my top 5 favorite anime girls out there. I just really like her design and her overall personality. Absolutely. Season 4 for Data Live is coming. Yeah, I know it is. Yeah, they just released the trailer yesterday or 2 days ago. Like a preview of it. So that's gonna be cool. And funny enough, Data Live is like the quintessential anime that I normally am not into, because it has like a lot of ecchi and whatnot. I'm not really into like ecchi anime where like a boob is bouncing every 2 seconds. But Data Live is something I'm actually like pretty into. I like it. It's hard for the main character backstory, like how he became a... Okay, you kind of cut off there, but I'll just take your word for it, I guess. Let's go ahead and take Gildade down. Seeing combatant will be dispatched. No, actually, no. Kurumi does go hard, man. She'd be going hard. Let's not spoil. Okay, Nova, don't spoil it. That's always been on my radar. Dororo has always been on my radar. Just never got around to watching it. I've just been in a very weird place in my life where I just don't really like watching anime as much as I used to. Her versus Queen. Yeah. That fight, bro. Bet, dude. Even though Queen is just I mean, I'm not gonna spoil it. Let's not spoil it. Watch Data Live if you're into hot girls doing things. Which I bet most of you guys are into that, so it gets really crazy later on. In the beginning it's just like, okay, it's just another sort of comedic harem anime, but it goes hard later. It goes hard. It definitely does go hard. Okay, 15 delivered. Nice. Forgot for every 5 it's gonna be 2 waves, so I gotta remember that. Okay, so AoE, let's see what we got for Berserkers. A lot of Berserkers, so that's kind of... Okay, I'll bring you, because you're only at NP1, I might as well bring you right now, while the enemies are still on the weaker end of the spectrum. Yeah, it has etchiness, good compelling story, and we see characters deal. Yeah, I know. That's exactly why I like it. Because it has that ecchi aspect, which I typically don't really like. I don't know why. It's just not my thing. But it also has good characters and an interesting enough story. It's not like the most riveting story on the planet, but the story is good enough. And I'm just like, you know what? This is not that bad. I definitely like the characters. Again, Kurumi is my favorite, but you know, everyone has their opinions. Just it's okay to be wrong, though. Honestly, she might be my favorite female character in anime, just purely from design. Like if we're talking from a design standpoint, she might be my favorite. She just hits all the marks of things I like. Once you have a character that's like mostly red and black, I'm just like, okay. You're already up there, so like, what else can you offer me? And then her character and everything else. I don't know why I use that skill, but whatever. Let's go ahead and attack. We should be able to kill. Maybe, actually, at NP1, maybe not, but whatever. No overkill, so maybe not even the... Oh, okay. Okay, we'll be able to kill with a full combo, bet. Yeah, she has like a jazz aesthetic. Like, every time she shows up, there's like jazz OST in the background. So she has that going on. And once you hear that song, or her theme, I guess, you know she's coming in. It's like, oh shit, here we go. It just fits her so well, too. All right, so writers, okay, finally, some good fucking food. Okay, let's go bring an assassin. Do we have an AoE assassin available? Okay, Kotaro Fuma, you will do just fine, my guy, just fine. Okay, so as far as single targets, you're at NP1, I believe, so yeah, I might as well bring you now. And then... you're like whatever, so I'll just put you there. Yeah, the raid is gonna start in JP in like 12 minutes, but I'm actually not gonna do it because I don't really have a lot of golden apples over in JP. I'm gonna do a little bit of it, just not on stream, just like after I stream. What floor are you on? I think this is 17 or 18. So I'm chugging along decently well. I'm sure a lot of people are already at their 20s, which congratulations, you're cool, but I'm just going at my own decent pace. Yeah, the JP raid is on 12 minutes or 11 minutes at this point. Yeah, exactly, Kai. Like it surprisingly gets pretty deep in certain points. Damn, Kai, you posting some real shit. Shout out to Day Live again. When you watch it, like at the beginning, it just seems like a typical harem anime, but it actually does go hard. Like what Kai's saying. What's up, Thais? What's going on, man? Fracaso. You have any anime recommendations for me, your boy? I've already gotten quite a couple. I'm probably gonna start Evangelion tomorrow or the next day, depending on how free I am or how I'm feeling. By the way, side note, and this is very side note. I know I was asking for anime recommendations, but I know a lot of you guys are into VTubers and Hololive and stuff of that nature. I'll be honest, never really got into them, but I'm gonna ask you guys right now. Do you guys have any recommendations for any VTubers? I'm gonna try to dabble in that world. I never really got into it. I have nothing against it on a personal basis, but if I'm gonna be opening it up to new modern anime, I gotta open up to the wider spectrum of the otaku community, and that includes VTubers and Hololivers. So, if anyone has any recommendations of any funny, relatable English, by the way, because I want to understand what the fuck they're saying. Sorry for the end. I actually started that when it first came out, but at a certain point, I was just like, it's not my type of anime. Some of you guys may know what that means, but at a certain point, I was just like, oh, you know what? It's still good. It's just not really my type. So I'll just drop it, not because it's bad, but because this really isn't my type. Crony and Mori Calliope. These names though. I know Gura is like the most popular one, right, in the EN Hololive community. I know her. She's a shark girl. I've been seeing her face everywhere, and I'm just like, okay, what's the whole dealio with her? So I've been meaning to look into them a little bit, just because again, I've never really gotten into the whole VTubing scene, but it's only growing bigger from here. So I kind of want to see what the whole deal is all about. Is it because they're funny? Is it because they're cute? Is it because of a combination of things? Is it just a bunch of, people simping over them because it's like anime chicks that are kind of real, but I don't know. I know a lot of FGO illustrators, or a lot of illustrators that have done FGO art before, have designed some of the Hololive characters. Like, for example, I know the Kuroboshi Kohaku, the designer of Yanguofei and Hokusai and Abigail, just to name a couple of characters in grand order, designed the octopus girl. I cannot pronounce her name for the life of me, so you guys probably know who I'm talking about in Hololive. Looks very similar to Yang and Hokusai. Yeah, Ina, that's like her last name or secondary name, but her first name, I don't know how to pronounce that. So, and again, I never really looked into it, so don't blame me. I'm sure the pronunciation's out there, but I just want to dabble onto that world. Ray Zero. So I watched I got through a lot of the first season and stopped at a certain point. I've been meaning to continue that, but I want to restart it because it's been a couple years now since I dropped it, but I do want to restart it at some point. So I'm definitely down to rewatch that. What's up, Kei Hatsume? Everyone calls her Ina anyway. Okay. Fair enough. The JP ones are funny too, yeah, but I gotta watch the subbed edited videos for them. Okay, let me go ahead and get some crit stars. By the way, 6 minutes again. The raid is gonna start in JP, but I'm not gonna dabble on that because right now I'm focused on NA. I'm going through the tower event, Amazonas.com event. So that's the thing I want to focus on right now. That, and I don't have any golden apples for any raids of any capacity. I still have a lot of golden apples, don't get me wrong. I think I have like 96, which a lot of you guys might be like, that's a lot, guy. Like, might as well use it. I want to save those for like future events because I don't really need materials or QP, funny enough, from Barbados. I don't really want to do any raids right now. Unless he drops specific items that I need, which if I remember correctly, he doesn't really drop anything I necessarily need at any given moment right now. There's nobody I'm like training currently that whose materials I don't have. So I'm kind of good. I'm kind of good in JP. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have every servant fully leveled up in NA. As in, I hit the level cap. Like, their skills aren't leveled by any means. Everyone but Astolfo. Astolfo's still level 1. I refuse to train that motherfucker. No offense to Astolfo fans, just not my cup of tea. Absolutely not. So, someday I'm gonna train him, just not now. Definitely not now. Because I'm gonna need to do his strengthening quests and interludes for Quartz eventually. Alright. That's been bugging me, so I might as well just take it already. There you go. Was this the 20th? Is this the 20th quest? Yes, sir. It's the 20th, so this time we got to bring a legitimate team, which I'm gonna... Actually, that waiver is not... Oh, it does use the servants. Oh, God. Well, I just wasted that. Okay. I didn't realize that. All right, that was a big poopity scoopy on my end. That's fine. I probably was going to use them until way later anyway. But that does suck. That's like my big lineup of good servants. Ankoman ruined Salfa for me. If you don't know him, don't search for him. Is he the... You could just say yes or no. He's that guy who cosplayed as Astolfo and had his dick out, right? I'm pretty sure that's who that was. If that's not who that was, then I guess I don't know who that is. But that was something I couldn't avoid. He was like memed out of existence. So... bring Ushi. Why not? Might as well give you a craft essence as well. Okay. Did you roll for Faker, by the way, in JP? I did. I streamed that back in Friday, although that stream got taken down due to copyright claim because the music in the background of the Case Files event is technically from the anime, so by extension, the rights belong to the anime studio, and I got fucked up for that. I will still upload the rolls on Wednesday, so if you want to see that, you can see that. It's kind of funny. Just know that. I don't know shit, so maybe I shouldn't know. Maybe I shouldn't know K. I'm a very pure human being, I guess. So don't ruin my purity. If he's like a huge like anime like related figure in the community, I definitely don't know him. I don't really watch a lot of anime related streamers or YouTubers in general. I don't know why. I watch a lot of random shit. So I don't know a lot of people in the community, I guess. Infamous or famous people. You post it, I will see it. Yeah, you will. It's very funny. Just know that. Only people who were in that stream knows what happened. Just know it's pretty funny. You get a little bit of everything. You get a little bit of everything. Okay, let's go ahead and... that's not going to get me there, unfortunately. Go ahead and try to stun you. I don't think it will... It does work. Okay, bet. Get some crit stars, so next turn we'll absolutely demolish you. Alright. Alright, the raid's gonna start in like 1 minute. So again, I'm not gonna switch over. Just because I want to focus on NA right now. Alright, good night, Kai. Good night. Sweet dreams, my dude. Sweet dreams. And you stay safe as well. It goes for everyone else. Stay safe out there. It's still very, somewhat dangerous with the whole COVID situation still. We're almost at the 2-year mark, by the way, since the whole COVID outbreak happened, which is very weird to think about. It's like, damn, these 2 years flew by real fast. And things are still, you know, things got a little bit better technically, but still. We're still in a very, you know, difficult, I guess, weird time. For a lot of people, very scary as well. Only got like barely more than 15 units leveled up. Rip my soul with this beginner event. My advice is just to bring one of your leveled servants at a time, and then the 2 other slots, like what I'm doing right now, just 3 servants per quest. That way you're being efficient about it. Just bring 1 leveled servant, and then the other 2 could be fodder servants. Servants you don't really even plan on bringing or using. Okay, let's go ahead and let's bring you Robin Hood. Actually, did we unlock a new hot spring? I wasn't really paying attention. Okay, we did. Okay, we gotta use that now. Compatible. Okay, Musashi, I gotta put you back in there because I wasted the shit out of you. Didn't the JP raid end in like 2 hours the last time? It might have, but I'm not really too worried about it. I don't really need to do the raid. How many Sane Courts did we get to if we do this event? I think you get tickets as well. I don't know how many tickets. I definitely don't know how many quartz, but yeah, you get a decent amount, not like a crazy amount to the point of like a 10 shot, but you know, I would do the event just for the grails, to be honest. The event gives a grail or 2. A couple of bond lanterns as well. So it's pretty worth it all around. Absolutely. Holy shit. The JP raid event did start 2 minutes ago. I think just 10 Sane Quartz could be wrong. Okay. Bet. Yeah, grails, you might as well collect grails right now because there's a new system in JP where you could get grails by you know, sacrificing some servant coins, but that's not really the most efficient way to get grails. It's another way to get grails, but unless you're a huge mega whale, it's not really that easy to get to 2,000 coins. At least for me, it isn't. It definitely isn't easy. So we need to bring a saber. I'm gonna go ahead and bring normal, traditional saber. You might be like, why are you bringing a 5-star already? Relatively early on in the event. She's NP1, so it's like whatever. Gotta save my NP2 plus boys and girls for later. Let's go ahead and bring Bedivere. Bedivere and her are besties for life. And I'm gonna bring Beowulf because I don't really plan on using him at any given big capacity. Yeah, I guess it seems to be 10 quartz, which isn't bad. I mean, it's a long-ish event, but again, you don't have to do what I'm doing where you're like no-lifing it. The event lasts for a good while to the point you could just do small increments every day and then you'll be fine. You definitely don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm just doing it for the sake of content. And because I want to have free days where I don't have to worry about the event. I don't know why I keep using your skills. It's like unnecessary. Okay. We'll do this for some crit starts just in case we don't kill. And we should be fine. Should be good. So this event's pretty straightforward, as you guys can tell. Just bring an AoE that's going to do decent damage. 2 fodder servants who are just there either as support or, you know, like I said, just as fodder. And then you'll be good. You don't have the items to send any servants. Well, this event drops or gives items, a decent amount of items, so maybe this might be a lucrative event to play. Even if you don't have your servants fully leveled, you could get through it relatively easily. Granted, it's going to take you a bit longer because you probably can't one-shot 1 turn or 2 turn quests like what I'm doing, but it's definitely doable with at least level 40, level 50 servants. Definitely doable. What's up, man? If you got an anime to recommend, just put it down below and I'll definitely consider it. I already have a couple of anime though that I already got recommended. So I'm probably gonna take priority of those, but definitely recommend something if you have any. Let's see. Casters. Ooh, shit. Mandricardo, I kind of want to save you, but at the same time, you are singleton. I might as well bring you Mandricardo, my boy. I really like his character, by the way. After reading Lost Belt 5, I was like, okay, I could see why he's a very popular character. Because I always wondered that. Because over in JP, he's like one of the most grailed 3 stars in the game, or one of the most grailed servants in general. And I'm just like, wow, a lot of people really like him. What kind of anime do you like? So typically, I like anime with a very compelling story. Good characters, entertaining characters. They could be funny, they could be comedic elements, stuff of that nature. But I tend to lean towards anime that has like a very solid story. It doesn't matter what everything else is all about, as long as the story is good and the characters are interesting. That's like the base that what I'm looking for. So typically, I do generally avoid anime that's just purely comedic, or anime that doesn't really have anything going on. Yeah, Amanda Ricardo is best buddy for real. Hashtag best friends, man. He's like really relatable too, because he's sort of introverted and he's like very self-conscious. And I feel like a lot of people relate to him. Doro, hey Doro. What is that one about? I've heard of that one, I just don't know what it's about. Watch Iron Blooded Orphans. Oh shit, that one sounds like it goes hard just with that title. Either that or like the title just sounds serious, but it's like just some fuckery going on. But yeah, I'm somebody who likes to get engrossed in like the story. Death Parade, I really like Death Parade. It's like that. It's that 12-episode anime or so about the afterlife, right? Very good anime for those of you guys who've never seen it. That's a Gundam? Oh well, shit. See, Gundam is just such a big monster to tackle. I just kind of want to take it slow. Just to recommend anime that's like short. That's not part of a bigger, wider series, and then I'll work my way up. And I know a lot of the Gundam series are standalone, so technically I could watch it without getting into the others. But I'm one of those people who, like, once I get into one thing from a certain series, I want to get into everything else. So I don't know if I want to tackle that yet. Gundam is definitely in that same vein of, like, let's say Evangelion and I guess Bleach to an extent, where it's something I kind of want to get into just because it's popular and I want to see why it's popular. Not necessarily because it is popular, right? You know, I'm not one of those people, but I want to see what the hype is all about. You know, I want to see why people like it so much, or like these animes so much. IBO was my first Gundam. I smell it. I feel like if I were to start the Gundam series, I would start with, like, from a chronological standpoint, even though I know like a lot of it is standalone and not really connected, but I would want to watch things from, like, in order of when it came out, just so like I get a bigger appreciation as I go. You know what I mean? I was never really able to tackle big animes. The only two I ever committed to were Naruto and Bleach. Okay. Naruto is like a big anime that a lot of people enjoyed in their childhood. I've only watched a couple of episodes in my childhood, never really got into it. But yeah, it's definitely one of those super long animes for sure. Okay. Absolutely. Yeah, one of my friends is like super into Gundam. Actually, like two of my friends, now that I think about it, are really into Gundam. Like both building and the anime. And they've explained the timelines and fuckery to me already. And I'm just like, that's a lot. Someday I'm going to tackle that beast. Right now, that beast, I don't want to tackle it. It's a lot. Someday I will, though. I promise. Someday. Okay, Paul Bunyan might be able to do good work, although this is a quest that most likely has 2 waves, so I gotta bring some backup. And Mo truckers, so assassins. So let's go ahead and bring the Hassans. Why not? The Hassans. Let's go change up the craft essences, actually. Let's go give you that. Why not? And that. So Paul Bunyan will take care of the first wave, and then we're going in. Have you watched Showa Genroku Rakugo? No, I don't think so. Is there like an English title for that? Because maybe I recognize the English title. Okay, Paul Bunyan, take care of these first wave enemies. Should be easy enough. Go ahead and just do that. Should be good to go. Absolutely. Yeah, what is that one all about though? Again, I'm just into things with like a really, really good story and interesting, entertaining characters. Showa and Genroku era lover suicide through Rakugo. What the that doesn't clarify anything. All right. I don't know. I still don't know what's about. I mean, I see lover in there. So is it like partially romance? I don't know. I could only really speculate at this point. What the fuck? Holy shit. Oh god, I forgot how weak these guys are. I need their NPs. Playing these snake women. Let's do Buster. Let's will her down. Can we get like an arts combo or something? I feel like the servants I brought don't really have that many arts cards, so that's why I'm not really seeing any of them pop up. Rakugo is basically Japanese stage performance where a performer tells a story or something of that degree. Okay, so Showa and Genroku era lover suicide through a performance, I guess, if I were to like translate that. Someone yeah, Dororo is like the second anime I'm gonna tackle after Evangelion. That's what we talked about earlier, actually. So I'm gonna tackle that one 100%. Just because it's been in my radar and just been lagging on it for the past like 3 years, almost 4 years. So I gotta hustle and watch that. Because looking at it, I could tell I'm gonna like it. It's just I don't know why it's taking me so fucking long to actually sit down and watch the motherfucker, but absolutely gonna watch it. Okay, let's go ahead. Son of Sir Andy, kill Medusa, please, and then you're gonna get your NP. So hopefully that will kill. That will kill. Is she gonna kiss her, bro? Kiss her on her nose? Nice. That nose kiss though. Oh shit, she didn't even die. That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. That'd be okay. Hard to explain, but it's basically just two best friends through circumstances drift away with post-war Japan society pressure. Oh, that sounds a lot more serious than I thought it would be. Sounds a lot more serious than I thought it would be. Okay. Oh shit. I was just spamming the skills. I was just like thinking about what you just said. Okay, whatever. Archer Blades, yes, I am aware. I am aware that that is a good anime. There's so many anime I gotta watch. It's just I feel bad about going to Animex, but not bad necessarily. I just feel awkward about going to Animex for this year, but I don't really know a lot of the popular anime that a lot of people like nowadays. I'm just stuck in a loop where I just like rewatching shit that I've already seen. So I gotta get out of that habit and start watching some new, not necessarily new, but just shit that I've never seen before. So I gotta sit down on my couch, turn on my TV, open Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll, whatever there is, and just start binging like a mo trucker, man. Going crazy. Play that in the background while I'm doing the raids or something. I've been wanting to watch more slice of life lately, especially in a Japanese setting. Well, it's because you're gonna eventually go to Japan, so it kind of makes sense. It's probably like a subconscious thing that you're going through. Just want to prepare yourself mentally. All right, let's see. I'm gonna bring the thing again about Berserkers. I'll bring Kiara and P1, whatever, and then might as well go ahead and bring. I want to waste MHXU because and then Abigail. Why not? I feel like I'm using a lot of like my powerful 5 stars right now, but whatever. Yeah, Brandon, he is. I'm not going to go into detail just in case he doesn't want me to disclose that information. But if he wants to tell you all about it, he could very well tell everyone about it on the chat. But yeah, he is. I mean, I already gave that information, but like, I don't want to dox this man. Tanaka is always listless. A nice feel-good anime. Okay, I smell it. I smell it. I definitely do smell it. Okay, we should be good. Yeah, the homie coming to Japan soon, though. Definitely want to go to Japan myself at some point. Obviously, nowadays, as a tourist, as somebody who doesn't plan on moving there or living there or studying abroad, not really a good idea to travel in the current climate of the world. But does Barbados end when its health is gone, or is there a specified time when we can kill it? Well, it's like any other raid. At a certain point, when its health runs out, the raid is over, and then you could fight it one more time, and then that's it. Have you seen Achi Kochi? It's a pretty fun, feel-good anime. No, actually. Again, I haven't seen a lot of anime lately. The last time I was like religiously watching anime was like back in 2015 or something. After that, I just sort of been lagging. I've just been watching, either rewatching shit I've already seen or just watching the super popular shit. Like right now, for example, I'm just watching Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan. Those are the only two I'm watching, which I feel bad about. That's the only two I'm watching. Like there's a lot of great catalog out there that I'm sure a lot of people love, but I've just been lagging, man. Gotta get back on the grind. Can't be sitting here just watching the popular shit. I gotta watch like some of the classics that I haven't seen. Some of the indie ones. Ooh, Shaman King. That's something that like I've been meaning to watch as well, just because I have seen the older one. Granted, it's been such a long time, I don't even remember much of it. Ah, there it is, Tokyo Revengers. So one of my friends really wants me to watch Tokyo Revengers, but I don't know. Been lagging on that as well, but somebody else recommended it, so maybe I should give it a chance. I'll think about it. Though. I heard it's really good though. It deals with like time loops and time travel and stuff, and I'm really into those kind of themes. So definitely gonna give that a peek, just because I do like those concepts a lot. It's hard to watch anime because you gotta commit. Movies, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just hard to commit. That's why I've been asking for like shorter anime, like 12 episodes, 24 at most. I don't want to commit to something like super large, like a shonen, like Bleach or something. I cannot commit to something that's that long or big. I need something short, sweet, good, entertaining, something that's just gonna fill my palate, you know, like satisfy me. Are you looking forward to Mihoyo? Yeah, I am actually. I outside of Fate, I don't really know much, like outside of Fate, Kata no Kyokai, and like I guess by extension El Molloy Case Files, and you know some of the other spin-offs. Outside of those Natsuverse works, I don't really know much about the rest of the stuff out there, like Mihoyo, of course Tsukihime, we've talked about that before. So I'm definitely looking forward to Mihoyo, especially since it's done by Ufotable. I mean, you know, already like that's a plus. That's already a plus right there. So I'm definitely gonna look into that. I heard like a lot of people were very excited when they got announced, so I could only imagine how good it might actually be. Let me bring Melt. Well, I don't think I've ever showed you guys, but yeah, I do have her, only at MP1 though, because I did roll there off screen, because I was like sort of in a bad place at the time, and I just wanted to feel better, and then I got Melt and Ruler Arturia. Let's just do that. Honestly, thought I wasn't going to enjoy Tokyo Revengers. Watch it like Saturday, jumped on manga right after, and now I'm up to date. Wow, so it's that good. Yeah, because I heard the story is very good, according to my friend. So definitely something that I'm looking forward to if I ever want to jump into it. So the thing about that, Trickmeister. So I understand what you're saying about manga. and how it's easier to digest for you in particular. But if you're not a long-time viewer, you might not know this, but I have ADHD, and if you don't know what that is, basically it's very, very, very difficult for me to there's a lot more to it, but it's very, very difficult for me to sit down and focus on one thing. One of the things I struggle with the most not most. See, I'm already struggling with talking. With the most is reading. I am absolutely horrible when it comes to reading, whether it's reading a comic, a manga, or a book. I struggle a lot when it comes to reading. So when it comes to shows where there's like an audio, and yeah, subtitles, I read the subtitles, obviously, but I'm sort of forced to read the subtitles because it's like moving and it changes every couple of seconds or so. Whereas with a manga or something, it's up to me how fast I want to read it, you know? So I'm not as pressured as much. So it's very, very hard for me to sit down and just read a manga. So I don't really read manga like that because it really fucks me up. And I'm sure it's different with other people. I'm sure there's people who have ADHD as well who are able to read manga. It just, for me, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. There's very few manga that I've read. I just blast some music and read manga. I'm sure that helps, but for me, it just, I don't know, doesn't really do it for me. So that's why I prefer anime, just because it's easier for me to digest. And again, I'm kind of forced to sit there and watch it and pay close attention to the subtitles, to what's going on the screen. Whereas again, in a manga, I have to sit there like a couple minutes at a time, almost every page or something, just because it's very hard for me to focus. So, and only people with ADHD or who understand the what that means really get like where I'm coming from. Sure, a lot of manga readers out there are just like, I don't know what that means, but reading manga is like goes by really quick. And congratulations to you. It just wouldn't work for me. Morning, guys. Where did you download the new NA version? Can't manage to find it. Are you talking? Well, I'm assuming you're talking about FGO. I mean, it's just, you just go on the Play Store. If you're using an Android, if you're using a Apple device, you just go on the Apple Store. I don't really know how to answer your question, to be honest. Unless you live in a country where the NA version of the game, the English version of the game, just isn't available. In which case, you probably have to get a VPN or something along those lines. Or download the APK from like a website. Just Google FGO APK. Make sure it's the English version and you should be able to find it, no problem. If you're using an Android device, I have no idea how it works with iPhones, how downloading APKs through third-party sources work. Yeah, I stopped every part or so to check Discord and stuff. Okay, I see. I smell it. I smell it. Okay, let's just let's go ahead and just go hard on it. Oh yeah, you guys don't have to do it the shady way. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know where you live, so I guess you have no choice but to do it the shady way. I mean, technically, I do have to do it the shady way with JP. JP, I have to download the APK from like a website. Yeah, see Luis over there. Luis Garcia had to go wild on some VPNs for FGO. So that's that would be my suggestion. Either dabble with some VPNs, or if you're using an Android device, you're gonna have to just download the APK from some kind of website. Which it should be the first thing that pops up if you Google FGO APK. And make sure it's the English one, not the JP one. You have to download the APK for each update. Yes, sir. For JP, yeah. It's not as bad as you might think. You Google it, click on the website, click download, wait like 30 seconds at most. Click on the download, and it's going to be like, you want to install it. It won't overwrite your save data. You press install, and there you go. It really isn't that bad. I'm sure for like people who live in Japan or in an area where they don't have to do all that steps, it's a lot easier, but it really isn't that bad. It's not that as big of a hassle as other people might think. And I mean, after doing it for like 6 years, it's almost 7 years. It's really not that big of a deal. I mean, originally, I forgot what application we were able to use, but there was an app that had a bunch that basically acted as a Japan app store, and it had FGO in it, and that's what I used to use. But eventually, that app store stopped supporting FGO for some reason, and yeah, it'd be like that. I forgot. Do you watch any live action shows? Yeah, I do. I've been watching. Actually, for the past 2 years, I've been watching a lot of live action Korean shows, for example. A Japanese show that I really do recommend, and it's based on a manga. So it feels very anime-like, I guess. I mean, it's made in Japan, so obviously it's going to have some anime sort of elements to it. But a Japanese show that I really recommend, it's on Netflix, is Alice in Borderland. That shit is really good. I believe it also has an anime, but the anime didn't do as well. But the live action Netflix TV show, I believe it's only like 7 or 8 episodes. It's relatively short. I recommend watching that if you want to watch some live action shit that has like an anime feel to it. That one's really good. I definitely recommend Alice in Borderland. Good show. Yeah, I can't wait for season 2 as well. Season 2 is not coming out till December of this year, so we gotta wait. And I watched it back in 2020, so I've been waiting almost forever, man. Might as well bring Heracles. Why not? Let's bring Heracles. Actually, is it safe to bring Berserkers? I feel like maybe I should throw in a rider in here, because I might get blown the fuck back. Let's go bring Ryoma. Might as well give him a better craft essence. Before I moved back to Japan, I made a Japanese Gmail and then logged into the Play Store and just downloaded it that way. I tried doing it like that, but when you're not in Japan and you try to, at least for my device, maybe they updated it. I don't know. If your Gmail doesn't match where you actually live, it just automatically updates your location. I don't know how that works. I mean, Google is a big, corporate company, so they definitely know their way around people who are trying to, I guess, finesse the system. Also, live action, you should watch Ronin Kenshin, one of my favorite Japanese actors. Okay, I actually recognize that name as well. Oh shit. Okay, we can only target him. That's fine. Okay, there's 6 enemies. I mean, might as well go full out with Frankie, to be honest. Might as well go full out. If we could take out Chen Gong, that would be it right there. Okay, actually, yeah, let's go full out. I know there's 3 other enemies after, but highly doubt it's going to be that big of an issue. We're going to use Frankie's MP first. Actually, we might as well use this. She might get some decent amount of NP back. I don't think we're going to use our NP again, but still. How about Western shows? I'm open to Western shows as long as I know there's a lot of Western shows that have like 5,000-8,000 seasons. I'm not trying to watch anything too long. If it just started, then I'm down to catch up to a show in general. Like, for example, my sister really wants me to watch Game of Thrones. The thing about Game of Thrones, I heard it's really good. I heard the ending is dog shit. My friend and my sister still really wants me to watch it. And I'm just like, to me, this is just in general, with TV shows, anime, whatever. The ending is like 60% of my final thoughts about a show. I don't care if the show is amazing from beginning all the way to the last couple of minutes. If that last minute isn't satisfying or doesn't make sense, then the whole show is just shit to me. It's not the cherry on top. It's most of it. So I don't want to watch Game of Thrones. I don't care how good it is for how many seasons. I heard the ending's ass, so I don't want to. I'm good. Just read the manga. I mean the books. Yeah, I heard the books. I heard it, the show went a different direction. So, I mean, I don't really read books, so that's already an issue right there. Yeah, the whole enchilada, exactly. I want some enchiladas right now. What's up, Danger? Yo, pick me up. Pick me up. Let's get some enchiladas. What's up? Sheesh. Evangelion doesn't make sense if you're not sad boy. I mean, if it's like an open-ended ending where like people could interpret it in different ways, I actually enjoy that. I enjoy those type of endings. But if it's like an ending that's like unsatisfying, it's pretty obvious what's happening, you know, it's like, I don't really give a fuck, man. Yo, Breaking Bad though, Breaking Bad, I feel like that's a commitment because it is a finished series that's pretty long. I feel like if I'm going to start that, I want to watch it with like a bunch of other people. Because again, that's a commitment. That's a lot of seasons to go through. And I heard it's really good. I heard the ending's good. It's like not divisive or polarizing at all. People really like the ending as well. So definitely that's something I am open to watching if a bunch of my friends want to start it with me as well. 100%. 100% down. Okay. Ibaraki, NP1, why not? Breaking Bad is the GOAT. Yeah, I heard it's like amazing. Like one of the best, if for a lot of people, the best Western TV show out there. As far as like live action stuff. Like it's up there. People praise it a lot. So like I said, I'm down. I'm down as long my friends are down too, man. Because if I'm gonna watch something that's like that long, I want to watch it with other people. That's how I work. If it's something shorter, like I'm down to just watch it by myself. But The Witcher, the Netflix series, right? With Henry Cavill. That's the name, right? The one who played Superman. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to watch that. One of my friends actually played the game, so he's gonna know all the lore stuff, what's wrong about the show, what's actually right about it. But I heard the show's good, so maybe it's fairly accurate. Obviously, not 100% accurate because you can never adapt anything perfectly. But I've heard nothing but decent things about the show. So I wouldn't be that opposed to watching it. Plus, when it comes to shows, which is why a lot of people recommend Game of Thrones to me, I like medieval settings. I like stuff with dragons, knights, fucking magic, and fucking sorcerers and shit. That's the type of stuff I enjoy. So if you guys have any shows or anime where like that's like the main premise, or like slaying dragons or like Vikings and shit, like on some Vinland Saga shit, yeah, I'm down. Absolutely down. Did you watch Gintama? No. I mean, it's nothing against it. That made it sound like I absolutely don't want to watch it. It's just I have never watched it. I feel like it's not going to be my type of anime though, if I'm going to be honest. It just seems very silly. That goes serious at times, but then it goes back to being very silly. Again, that's fine. It's entertaining, I guess. But again, I'm there for like a good, compelling story with interesting characters. They could be entertaining and funny with comedic elements and all that shit, but my type of anime is something that's like riveting, makes me think, makes me be like, oh shit, that's crazy. Again, it could have funny elements, but funny elements is not what I look for. If I wanted a comedic anime, I would watch something like Nichijou or Prison School or all these other comedy animes. There's a lot out there. It's like not that hard to find. But I want to watch those really good ones. Those grapes off the vine type anime, man. Something that will make me secrete multiple kinds of fluids from my dick. You know what I mean? Oh, well, wait. Let me just go ahead. What floor am I at? I haven't been really paying too much attention, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Gonna bring you. Why not? What floor am I at? Henry Cavill does that just... Oh shit, a gym opened up. Let's go ahead and put... Let's see, AoE. Who's somebody we might want to use later? Alright, cats. Santa Quetzalcoatl. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you rather watch comedy shows or serious shows? See, I don't want to... I lean towards serious shows, but I definitely want comedic elements in it. But if most of it or the whole thing is just comedy, it's like, if I want to laugh, I'll go watch YouTube videos. I go to YouTube to laugh. YouTube, or like if I want to look at like small clips, like let's say my friend sends me a TikTok or something or a meme, that's where I get my comedic fit. Or if I want to just hang out and talk with friends, that's where I get my that's where I primarily get my laughter from. But when it comes to like TV shows with like 12 plus episodes, You know, I gotta sit there for 20 plus minutes. I want it to be a good story. You know, that's what's gonna keep me around. Movies, I'll watch a comedy movie, for example. It's not that big of a commitment. It's longer than a typical episode, but as a whole, it's a much shorter experience. Dead Man Wonderland was pretty good, but of course they stopped, you know, continuing it. I've already seen it. I know the manga continued. I think they went in hiatus. That's why it's not continuing, right? I know you're not a big fan of manga, but you should look forward for the upcoming Pluto adaptation. Pluto? Like Goofy's dog? It's by the same guy who made Monster. Alright, I'm going to pretend I know what that is. I'm going to pretend I didn't think about the energy drink Monster. By the way, I drink G Fuel, not Monster. Not sponsored, by the way, but just saying G Fuel pretty good. I got the Spider-Man cup. I don't know if you guys can see that. Should be dummy busted broken. Shit's pretty good. I started drinking G Fuel a couple of months ago. It's actually not that bad. And yes, I'm drinking it right now at early in the morning because I'm a maniac. My sleep schedule is just fucked up, so it just gets me going. That's all. I will bring Suzuka Gozen. Why not? Suzuka, I don't really use you. You're NP1. Might as well. 65 chapters. 65 chapters sounds like it's a lot, but I guess in manga standards, that's probably not that much. Is it done? Is it still continuing? I mean, that's something you need to elaborate on, you know. So if I start something and then I find out it's not even done yet, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go. Gotta commit now. I gotta commit now. Fuck. Absolutely. Alright, Suzuka, it's time to go in. Let's go in, Suzuka. I believe... yeah, it's AoE. So that's going to affect everyone. Are you AoE too? Your charisma? Yes, it is. Okay. It's a war thriller drama. Oh, shit. That's some... Gonna deal with that PTSD action. Cyborg detective looking into a case of a serial killer that's going around and killing other robot... I assume you mean celebrity, but I don't know. It's finished already. Okay. That's an interesting premise. Some Sherlock Holmes cyborg motherfucker. Interesting. I've been watching a lot of forensic files lately, so stuff like detective type shit with serial killers and whatnot. It's pretty interesting. I recommend Tokyo Revengers. There's the second Tokyo Revengers right there. Again, my friend's been recommending me that. I've just been kind of dodging it, just to kind of mess with her. But if Tokyo Revengers is that good, I might start it. I know the anime is done, but it's like open-ended. Magi I've seen. I wish they would continue it. Anyone who's a fan of Magi, you should know, or if you don't know, I'm about to tell you that the author started a new manga like 2 years ago or something, and they just released the first episode last week. I think it's on their episode 2 right now. It's on Crunchyroll. It's called Orient. And I watched the first episode, and I'm gonna, it's just the first episode, so I can't really judge it too much, but I'm not really that impressed with it. It just seems like a typical shonen anime, and I'm just like, it's like overdone concepts, overdone character types. But I wish they would bring back Magi instead of just go on to a new series. Shout out to Orient though. Maybe it gets good later. Maybe I need to give it a chance, but maybe it's clouding my judgment for the fact that they abandoned Magi for Orient. Sherlock is good too. Is great too. The one with Benedict Cumberbatch. I've seen the Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr. the movies, but I heard the Benedict Cumberbatch one is good as well as a TV series. Chiron Ganta from Dead Man Wonderland, yeah. Maybe someday they'll continue it, but I know Won't get a continuation to the adaptation. Cut out key characters for story. Ah, I see. I see. Maybe they'll reboot it. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to sound like a negative Nancy, but it doesn't seem that popular enough to get a reboot. Because, you know, some animes get reboots every now and then. But it's usually really big, popular anime. I don't know about Dead Man Wonderland, though. If a lot of people are gunning for a remake of sorts. Or a adaptation. A proper adaptation. Absolutely. That's what I heard too. The ending is kind of all over the place for the Sherlock series. So again, that's a huge part of my judgment when it comes to shows. Like if the ending isn't good, I don't care how amazing the rest of the show was. Like I could watch, let's say, a series that's 1,000+ episodes on some One Piece level shit, and it could be very, very amazing from episode 1 to episode 1,000. If the final episode isn't good as well, if it doesn't satisfy me, the rest of the shit is just garbage in my opinion. And that might be being too harsh, but that's just the way my brain works. So you gotta give me a satisfying ending, man. You can't just stroke me off and then at the end when I'm about to bust my nut, you twist my dick and start biting it. You know, you can't do that. That's gonna ruin the whole experience. Why have I not brought Astolfo yet? Astolfo's only level 1. Might as well put you there, little bitch. There you go. Have you watched Steins Gate? Yes, I have. I rewatched it last year, like mid last year. And I originally watched it back in 2013, 2014. And I really liked it back then. And then I rewatched it with a couple of homies and I was like, okay, I could see why I liked it back then because I definitely like it right now. Good story. It has a lot of slow parts, but still overall pretty good. And Steins Gate Zero, I haven't started though. But just like any other sequel to anything else out there, I heard that Steins Gate Zero isn't as good, obviously, as the original Steins Gate. I mean, that's just how sequels work. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Steins Gate Zero, I'm gonna start at some point. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Trickmeister. It's probably past its prime. Not too many people are thinking about, you know, Steins Gate Zero, you know? Or not Steins Gate Zero, Dead Man Wonderland. Zero isn't a sequel technically? Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Because I need to watch it now, because my impression is that it was, but I guess timeline shit, I mean, I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. Have you seen Konosuba? No. I haven't, ironically. I know that's like a very popular isekai anime with the explosion girl and shit, and that was memed out of existence. But never... I know I said earlier that I'm like into like medieval stuff with like magic and shit of that nature, but never really tickled my fancy. I guess never really looked at it and was interested in Konosuba, but maybe I'll give it a chance one day, but no promises. My tastes are very different from the general viewer of anime. That's why I don't really consider myself a weeb. I just like watching anime, just like not a lot of anime, or a lot of the anime that people typically like watching. I know my room and my general cadence and my appearance gives off the vibe of a weeb, but I really don't think I am. But yeah, it'd be like that. Looks could be deceiving. Let's see here. Mushoku Tensei is good, in my opinion, unless you don't like isekai. So funny you mentioned that. In my last stream, I go off at a certain point because I'll be honest, the isekai genre is just overdone to the point where even if it is good, even if people recommend it to me, I just kind of don't want to watch just because the premise is the same as every other isekai out there. It's just so overdone. Like, if you could give me an isekai that has like a unique twist to it, I'm all in. But if it's just like another oh, this guy is stuck in a video game or he's in another world and he's like really OP and there's a lot of very beautiful waifus around him and shit like that, and it's very funny and has a lot of comedic moments. I'm just like, eh. I'm just like, oh, whatever. It's just the same as every other isekai. I don't really give a fuck. I'm not gonna come out of it, you know, that satisfied, because it's just the usual shit. It's just the usual shit. Now, again, if the isekais that you guys are recommending to me are different and they offer a unique twist or something about it, it just makes it better than the typical isekai out there, then yeah. That's why I didn't recommend it. Yeah, so, you know, it's okay. It's all good if you guys are into that. Yeah, redo of Healer. Oh my god, that was like something that a lot of people were getting into back at what, 2020, early 2021 or something. And just reading the premise, it just sounds like the most, in my opinion, just, and forgive my verbiage, my choice of words, it just sounds like the most stupid shit ever. It just sounds so dumb. I don't care how funny it is, how entertaining it is, how beautiful the animation is, how, I don't know, how great the waifus are, I guess. That premise is just so stupid. It's just so dumb. In my opinion, it just sounds so stupid. So, and I've seen scenes from it. It's just not my cup of tea. Like a reverse isekai, so you're saying like, instead of a guy getting transferred over into a fantasy world, the fantasy characters get transferred over to the real world. Is that what you're trying to say? On some Recreator shit? Because Recreators was pretty good from a visual standpoint, but the story was kind of like, oh god, let's move on already. Like Hataraku Mao-sama. Is that another reverse isekai? And again, if you're into isekais, more power to you. It's just, I'm at the point where it's just such an overdone genre. By the way, I just brought 3 AoEs like a dumb fuck, so that was my bad. That was definitely my bad. Did not mean to do that. I'm running out of like some usable servants now. So that's kind of scary, a little bit kind of scary. Hataraku Mao-sama is like kind of really old. Like on some early, late 90s shit. I don't think it's getting a season 2. Oh shit. So it kind of ended off in like a semi-unsatisfying way where you just want another season. But it's definitely not going to get another season because, you know, it's on the older side. Okay. I'm definitely going to avoid anime like that because if I really like it and it doesn't have another season, and there's like no hope of it getting another season, I'll be very sad. Oh, it's been announced. Okay, well, if that's the case, maybe that's something I need to get into. I don't know. Was it announced like 5 minutes ago? Baki was a bit old and Netflix resurrected it. Well, different anime, different things might happen, but apparently there's another season, so might be good either way. Sheesh. Might be good either way. Absolutely. So we talked about live shows. We talk about anime, and we're still talking about anime. A little bit of manga. How about video games? Is there any video games you guys would recommend? I have a PC, a Switch, a PS4, but I don't really touch my PS4 anymore, so don't recommend mobile games, by the way. Don't do that. That's not gonna happen. Specifically gacha games. Don't recommend that. But are there any video games you guys would recommend? As far as video games go, I'm not as picky. As long as it's fun, I'm down to play it. Yeah, I don't really care if it has a compelling or great story. As long as it's fun, I really don't care. So I'm definitely not as picky. All right, let's see. I will bring you Bathory. Mao-sama came out in like 2013, I believe. Oh, okay, so it's not even that old. It's like, you know, relatively old. Baki is so funny, even though I only watch clips of it. Is it that one with like the super buff guys on some Dragon Ball Z JoJo's Bizarre Adventure shit? Is it that one where they're like absurdly buff? Veins popping out of their head and shit. Slime Rancher? What the fuck? Not gonna lie, I haven't been checking on it lately because I thought I was kind of dead. Oh, well, shit. I guess your wish has been granted, Season 2, my guy. Would you play survival horror games? Hell yeah, what the fuck? I would, yeah. If you say Dead by Daylight, by the way, I know I just said hell yeah, I would, but looking at Dead by Daylight gameplay, I don't know if it would be my thing. So I'm gonna put an asterisk next to that one and say probably not Dead by Daylight though. But other survival horror, definitely down for. Absolutely. I just started playing Back 4 Blood, which isn't as... I watched a video the other day comparing Left 4 Dead and Back 4 Blood, and I could see why it necessarily isn't as good as Left 4 Dead, but I'm still having fun with it. As long as you play with friends, it's all good. But I started playing that 2 weeks ago, and it's fun as long as you're playing with friends. It's scary as fuck when certain things happen. Like, there's this monster called the Hag. That bitch just scares the fuck out of me, dude. Shout out to the Hag. Leave me the fuck alone, man. I just finished Slender the Arrival. It was on sale for $2. I remember that game coming out. It's like a relatively... It's like on the older side, right? That came out... Unless I'm thinking about another Slender game. But that came out way back when. Back when Slender was like popping real hard. I'm gonna bring Amiya for the first time in like 15,000 years. Never thought you'd see me bring Amiya, but here he is. Chiron too. Fuck Chiron, but you know, it's all good. Might as well bring David. Bakis are based on real bodybuilders though. Oh, really? I mean, I've never seen a bodybuilder like the size of the Baki characters, I'm gonna be honest. There was a game where you get stranded in a place filled with zombies and you would have to craft things to survive. That sounds very familiar. I feel like I know what game you're talking about. To be honest, so. Yeah, survival horror games are definitely something I'm into for the most part. I like streaming and getting scared and then scaring my friends in the process. If it's like a multiplayer survival horror game, even better. It's called Minecraft. Oh, motherfucker. Yeah, you got me, bro. You got me. Five Nights at Freddy's. So, like the new one, because the new one has like, you're playing as the kid and you're like running around in the Pizzaplex. I've seen so much gameplay of it. I watch a lot of Let's Players, by the way. Like Dashi Games, for example, is like Corey Kenshin. Those are the two main people that I watch play Five Nights at Freddy's, specifically the new one. But yeah, seen a lot of gameplay of that. I feel like I wouldn't play it just because I already know what it's all about. I already know the story and shit since I watched so many other people play it. But I'd be down to play like other spin-off versions of it, I guess. DayZ, that's the one where it's like, obviously there's zombies and shit. You like walk around gathering like items, ammo, and you could fight other players as well for resources and like ammunition and shit. Is that game still like, are people still playing that? Because that's a relatively old game. I'm surprised that's still like still popping if people are still playing that. I used to watch this YouTuber named Gold Glove play that. He used to play it with a bunch of his friends. I don't know what he does nowadays, but yeah, he used to be one of my favorites back in the day. He played DayZ with his friends. Outlast, yeah, that's a classic. I remember watching Dashi play the shit out of that. That one is it's crazy. Maybe this year for Halloween, I'm just gonna stock up on a bunch of horror games and just play it. Why not? Some of my friends have been playing DayZ, I guess. Okay, I see. I smell it. I'm getting a lot of EXP cards. I don't know how I feel about it. Because again, I have almost everyone trained. Except for Astolfo. I don't really want to train him though. I refuse to train him, man. I refuse. I do not want to. More casters. Holy fuck. I just use a lot of my riders. Actually, I should be smart and just bring a rider. Just bring a rider. Da Vinci. Yeah, those Da Vinci's would do. Let me just see if there's a different. Okay, that one. Perfect Da Vinci right there. And just the rest of these servants could be fodder. Let's just bring MHX. I highly doubt I'm going to use you for anything. And then guess coup. Why not? We get a total of 305 4-star EXP cards. Is that right? Well then, my inventory space is going to be fucked now. Well, okay, I could put them into my second archive. Never mind. I do plan on grailing Ozymandias because he's somebody who deserves the grails. Have you guys seen the second Camelot movie? So the first Camelot movie, like I said before, not that good. Second Camelot movie, it still doesn't really follow the game per se, but it's a lot more entertaining than the first Camelot movie. So in that regard, it's good. Obviously, story-wise, it's a little bit all over the place because they're, you know, they're compressing a full-ass chapters in a span of 2 movies. So it is slightly over the place, but all over the place. But the fight scenes are pretty fire. And my boy Ozzy, man, my boy Ozzy, I'm just like, yo, I really want to grill you. But I just don't have the resources or motivation to do that right now. I am thinking about it though. I do be thinking about it though. Gotta grill the homie at some point. If he spooks me and I get him at NP3, I'll grill him. I'll say that. Because right now he's at NP2. And I'm just like, if I want to grill him, I want you at least NP3, my guy. Then I'll grill you. Oh shit. Okay, this one has a break. Okay. Okay, fun stuff, fun stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and do that then. And get everyone their NP. Might as well go off. This might kill her. Then when she breaks, I'll use Coup and MHX to deal the final blow. It's better kill. You'll see that. Fate Extella. I've already played Fate Extella, both of them. Or at least watched my brother play it. I mean, every time Gilgamesh was like a playable character, I'm like, yo, give me the controller. I gotta use my boy. So technically, I played through the levels where Gilgamesh is playable, but otherwise oh shit, it didn't kill. Crit? No crit. Crit? No crit. Okay, bet. Okay, gotta wait 2 more turns. That's fine. Come on, Murasaki. Come on. Gotta take you down. I think she might get her MP again. Okay, if she crit, she definitely would have got an MP. Speaking of Fate Extella, when the fuck are they gonna release Archimedes and Charlemagne? Those are 2 characters that are long overdue. Okay, which one's the one that increases her? Okay, that's a strat against humanity. I don't really use her, if I'm gonna be honest. Crit stars, okay. None of them increase her attack. Okay, that one increases her attack. The last skill I checked. Okay, bet. Alright, Coup, go kill. I don't think they're gonna kill actually, even with 2 single target MPs. Okay, that did a decent amount. Defense down. Actually, it might kill. Maybe. He's MP4, so maybe. Yeah, Charlemagne's long overdue. Archimedes arguably more so, because he came out first, or he was revealed first in the first Extella game. I hate the sound Shikaboo does when she gets hit. Yeah, she does it. Ow, wow, wow. Sound like a puppy, bro. Do you hate it because it's annoying, or do you hate it because you like Shikaboo and you don't like hearing her in pain? Yo, Grand Saber though? Honestly, they just revealed the Grand Rider in Arcade. So all we need right now... Okay, we had the Grand Caster, or several Grand Casters. We had the Grand Assassin, Grand Archer, Grand Lancer, and then we got the Grand Rider. That's all the Grands we have so far, right? Okay, Grand Lancer. Make sure to recap. Grand Lancer, Grand Archer, Grand Caster, and Grand Assassin. We have those, and then Grand Rider. We don't have Saber. We don't have Berserker. And that's like the only 2 of the main 7 classes, right? Not counting extra classes, because extra classes technically cannot be Grands. Technically speaking, from a lore standpoint, it's just the main 7 normal classes. I hate it because Shikibu is my only good AoE servant. I have to use her to farm. And it's like, ow, wow, wow, all the time. Oh, I smell it, dude. So are you like a relatively new player then, if that's like your only good AoE servant? Which isn't, she isn't a bad AoE servant by any means. She has a lot of good utility on her. But definitely this year, there's a lot of decent AoEs coming out. A lot of decent AoEs getting reruns. So 100%, let's try to stock up on them. Okay, BB I might actually use in this quest. I'm actually going to use BB. Highly doubt I'm going to use her for anything else. Actually, wait. I think a new... Let me make sure. I think a new facility popped in. Okay, there you go. Okay, reading room. Compatible. Who's compatible? Kiara. Nah. Who is compatible? I will actually put Medusa in there. Just because we've been fighting a lot of casters that need more riders. I started on Ozzy plus Arthur banner, so I'm kind of new. Okay. Okay. Do you have Ozzy and Arthur? Because Ozzy's obviously really good. Semi-support offensive rider, and he's getting 2 buffs. Not just 1, 2 buffs next year. So he's going to be dummy busted broken at some point, bro. Very good rider. The fact that his NP lessens his cooldown with his skills by 1 stage, which might not sound like a lot, but still, that's still lessening the cooldown. That shit's busted as fuck, especially with double coin Skya. So good. I'm gonna bring, I guess, Meb. The only one I could really bring. This one has 200 floors, right? 200 quests. Or is it just 100? I might be mistaken, but I could have sworn this bitch had 200. I'm actually gonna bring Nero. That's not a good idea. As a fodder though. I'm gonna disrespect Regin. I'm just gonna bring Regin then. Gonna disrespect him a little bit. 200. Fuck. Okay, bet. Did you play 3 houses yet? So the way you phrased that question made it sound like I promised I was gonna play 3 houses, but no, I haven't played 3 houses. I watched my girlfriend play it. You notice a theme with me. I like watching other people play games, and I watched her play it. But I mean, if that doesn't answer the question, basically no. I never played 3 houses. I know Byleth was trending yesterday. I'm not sure why, but she was. But yeah, man. Yeah. Never played a Fire Emblem game to begin with. Don't know if it's like something I would enjoy. But I know a lot of people play it mainly for the characters and like, you know, romancing and waifus and shit. Kind of out of topic, but do you have any tips for saving quartz? Because I always give into rolling and end up using everything when it's not yet my favorite banner yet. So usually what I say, and this affects me too, but my first tip is you need to stop watching gacha videos. And you might be like, oh fuck, that includes like 3 of my favorite YouTubers, including the main character. I don't want to stop watching him. But in my opinion, if you avoid watching gacha videos, you won't be as tempted. Because when you watch other people roll, just naturally you want to roll yourself. That's just a natural response. I don't know why that is. Some psychological shit going on there, but you just want to, you know, feel that urge or feel that urge to pull. So if you don't watch other people pull, whether it's on YouTube, Twitch, or even in real life, then you're not really going to be tempted as much. So that would be my first tip. Second tip is, let's say a banner you're looking forward to is Arishigal, for example. But you're really tempted to roll for, I don't know, say Shonagon, who's coming out in a couple weeks. Or you want to roll for Cleopatra for whatever reason. But your main thing is Arishigal. Go to a website that has fan art, and I'm going to use quotes, fan art, and look at fan art of that character. That helps. And I mean literally fan art. Like you go on Twitter, look at fan art there, or you could look at quote unquote fan art of that character, and just go to town. The more you look at the person you really want, the less likely you're going to be tempted to go for somebody you don't really necessarily want, if that makes sense. It's all about exposing yourself to that one character or those particular characters, and then not exposing yourself to the other characters, if that makes sense. You got to remember why you like that character. You got to, is it because of design? Is it because of an episode in Babylonia or an episode in FGO or Fates, Stay Night, or Unlimited Blade Breaks? Rewatch those episodes. Like literally read up on them, read up on their history, Google a YouTube video on the history of this character. You got to build that connection, and you got to force yourself to like that character more. And once you master that art, which is something I feel like I've done a pretty decent job at doing for myself in particular. One, avoiding gacha roll videos and streams, including me. It's gonna suck, I know, but it's all good. It's all good. I understand. I'm the one giving the advice. And then exposing yourself more to the character that you're really wanting to go for. So that's my tip. Other people will just tell you to whale, but I'm actually going to give you some good, clean advice. But yeah, that's just me, though. Yeah, you got to master that art of saving and resisting to roll. Once you do that, you're going to be in a pretty good place. You're going to be a lot happier, my guy. And definitely a lot more financially well off, because you're not going to be whaling in every single banner that comes out. Yeah, only love cute servants like wife. So you would be loyal. Yeah, you gotta treat servants like they're your wives or your husbands. You gotta be loyal to them on some polygamous shit. But still, you know, it does help to think of it like that, kind of. And I know that sounds weird coming from somebody who uploads a lot of gacha roll videos, but I'm just being honest, it helps to build that resistance. That resistance. Because if people get the good characters, you're like, I can have it too. Exactly. Like if you watch other people roll and they get it easily, then you're just like, oh, if they could do it, I could do it too. And then you end up using everything, and then you're just like, well, now I have nothing for Rishgal, or I have nothing for Sei, or I have nothing for Caster Arteria. Whoever the character is you're going for in the future. Just keep exposing yourself to that character. In fact, you could even do a reverse of what I just said. Watch gacha roll videos of the character you want. Like old gacha videos. Expose yourself to those instead of watching, you know, gacha videos of characters you don't even give a fuck about. And then you're going to be tempted to just save for those characters. So basically what I'm saying is like, go through my playlist and just watch my old shit. Don't watch my new shit. Watch my old shit where I'm rolling for the characters you like, and then there you go. That might help. Still waiting for my NP5 caster artillery. Exactly. That's like 6 months down the road, but I believe in you, man. Just don't get tempted. That's all I'm going to say. I only looked at Space's Star Dojo and I managed to get her. See, there you go. That's what you got to do. Sometimes the catalyst is this. You got to look at quote unquote fan art out there, and then you know you'll be good to go. Yeah, and if you're a not new character, if you're a new player, you don't quite understand how unforgiving the gacha could really be. Because if you're a new player and you're watching these gacha videos, typically when people upload gacha videos, and I do this too, I'm not afraid to admit it, they typically upload successes because people like to show off their successes. People like to flex. People like to show how lucky they are. And that gives a very bad impression to new players who might think, oh, it's that easy to get a 5-star? It's that easy to get a 4-star? I could do that too. Don't think like that. You got to remember, people mainly upload or stream when they know that they're going to get the character. Whether it's because they already pre-recorded it, so they already know the outcome, that, or they're willing to whale, which means that it's kind of inevitable that they're going to get the character. They're going to spend a lot of money, you know? So, it'd be like that. I remember there was somebody, I haven't seen him since, so he might have taken my advice to heart. But I remember he commented. This was like 3 years ago, almost more. I think 4 years ago now at this point. But he used to be a subscriber that I've seen pretty often in streams and in comments. And then one day, because it could get pretty serious, because in the end of the day, gacha is gambling. So it could have a lot of those similar effects that gambling might have. And this guy was like in the comments and he had like an entire essay almost, paragraphs and paragraphs. And he was like very depressed and I guess angry and like regretful that he spent so much money in the game. And he was like very mad and angry. And I was like, dude, one, you either quit the game, or two, you gotta start building up a tolerance, my guy. You gotta stop watching gacha videos, like even my shit. Just stop watching it because you're gonna get tempted. And I haven't seen him since. So hopefully it's because he took the advice and he actually either stopped playing the game or just stopped watching people like me, just so like he doesn't get as tempted as much and just start saving. Because he was the type of person who rolled in almost every banner, and that's just not something you should do. Unless you could afford it because you're a billionaire or you have 1 million subscribers and people just donate their money to you. 1,100 quartz for Scotty NP1. I mean, to be fair, I don't want to sound like a dick, but you kind of only need her at NP1. Getting her at NP2 or higher is probably just because you want to either flex or you really like the character, which I could understand, but still, I think at NP1 she performs just as well, if not a little bit worse, but still for the most part just as well because you're mainly using her for her skills as an NP5 Scotty. I'm gonna bring. Ooh, this is like hard to pick, man. It's like hard to pick. I'll bring Hassan. God damn, I'm running out of bitches to bring, man. I plan to have 2 to 3k quartz saved by the time Cast Arteria comes out. That's fucking crazy, Yoshi. That's wild. How much do you have right now? I mean, I think I remember you commenting that you have like 1,000 plus quartz right now. I think I remember seeing your comment the other day. If you're that guy, let me know. But like, Jesus Christ, you're definitely gonna get her unless like you're just that unlucky. Which I hope nothing but the best for you, to be honest. If you're gonna be saving that hard, I really hope you get her. Well, I actually got her at MP2 only because she came 2 in 1 tempo. Oh, there you go. But that lead up to getting her was painful. I know how that feels. That happens to all of us, man. That happens to literally all of us. Where like you have like hundreds and hundreds of quartz, dozens and dozens, possibly hundreds of tickets saved up. And then you keep rolling and keep rolling. You either get spooked or you don't even see a gold servant. And then like you're starting to run out of resources and you're like, holy shit, I was pretty sure I was going to get this character. And then they come like towards the end and you're just like, yes. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, a lot of times you just doesn't end up that happy. Sometimes you just end up using everything and you get nothing. The 1k quartz was back during summer for. Ah, okay. I got Sunday Musashi. Sunday or summer in a miraculous 363 quartz. Okay, there you go. At the moment, I'm about 400 quartz saves. Okay, bet. Okay. I smell it. I definitely smell it. And of course, we're fighting riders right afterwards. After I just used 2 assassins as fodder. Oh, okay. That's definitely a boopity scoop right there. Ooh, okay. So he's done in the facility. So I'm gonna. Oh, not you. I'm gonna go ahead and replace you with who's compatible that I'm willing to put in. I will put. Okay, missing. No, I'm gonna put you. Might be weird. He's not really the hardest hitting, but I kind of might need him later for Musashi. Someone calculated the amount of quartz that we will get till Cast Arteria, and it amounted to 1,060 quartz. Really? That's including anniversary quartz, right? Is that converting the tickets to quartz? Because that sounds like a lot, but I at the same time I wouldn't be surprised. Is that converting the tickets to quartz as well? At the moment, summoning for Tomoe dupes because Tomoe's waifu. I assume Saber Tomoe, Or are you talking about Tomoe? I think she has a rate up right now. I think. I mean, she could always spook you. I definitely recommend not rolling for her because she could always spook you. I have her NP5, and 4 of the copies of her was from Spook. So, bring you, and I'll bring you. Probably getting 40 to 50 tickets by then, so that 150 quartz in its own. Okay. Tickets are separated. Okay. I see it. I see it. I smell it. I definitely smell it. And as far as getting a lot of quartz, I mean, obviously this is for people who have the resources and the tickets and the QP and the time. Train all your servants. I'm not even kidding. Train all of them. And this is only for people who are like hardcore players that play the game a lot, not for casual players. But if you're somebody who's desperate for quartz, but you don't want to spend money, take the time to use your AP up every day. I'm not saying play every hour of the day. I'm just saying use your AP to get some QP on the side, get some EXP on the side. Especially when there's no events, when it's like quote unquote dead weeks, you could use those dead weeks to accumulate EXP cards or other type of currency or materials in the game. And then eventually you could train all these other servants that maybe you don't plan on using, but you could do their interludes, you could do their strengthening quests, and those do give a good amount of quartz, especially when you have a lot of them who are not trained. So, and a lot of them do have interludes and strengthening quests. So you could definitely use those servants. I'm mainly talking to players who aren't exactly, I guess, new players. Maybe they've been playing for like 2 years or something, but they don't have all their servants trained. I'm not saying you should have all your servants trained ASAP. Definitely don't take that advice and go crazy and play the game 24 hours a day, every day on some crazy shit. But definitely take the time to, use your AP. Accumulate quartz and tickets, and then eventually you're going to be like, oh shit, I could train this and that servant, do their strengthening quest, get some quartz, and then rinse and repeat. And try bonding with your servants as well. Like if you look at my servants, if I sort them by bond, like I'm very close to already bond leveling Musashi, so she's close to giving me 30 quartz. And I just recently bonded with Gilgamesh to 13, so definitely bond with your servants. They will give you quartz. They will give you quartz over time. That's how I have a lot of my quartz right now, because I recently bonded with Scotty, Paracelsus Hohenheim, Tamamo, and Gilgamesh, and soon Musashi, and I got like over 100 quartz from just bonding with servants. And that's like a long-term thing. So in other words, you got to bring the same servants every single time, and that might not be your playstyle. Maybe you're the type of player who likes to see different servants every now and then, which I totally understand. You want a different, thing to look at, different servants to look at. But if you want to accumulate them quartz, man, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta bond with those servants that you really like and love. Yeah, we need that Bond 15 lines from, because I think Arcade has like Bond 15 lines, right? Or is it Bond 10 lines? I'm pretty sure they have like Bond lines that are not available in the mobile game. And I'm just like, why isn't that a thing in the mobile game? It's literally just a line. Just transfer it over. It shouldn't be that hard. It's just a line. It's not like you're adding in animations or more assets or, anything like that. Just a line, my guy. I have every servant max level. Oh, max bonded? No, that'd be crazy. If you do, then you're an absolute maniac if you have them max bonded, all of them. But, I mean, like I said, this is mainly for players who don't have their servants max leveled or don't plan on leveling their servants, which I understand. I mean, I'm of the mindset of, especially at JP, because JP, funny enough, I don't have everyone trained, but in NA I do. Because I have like a surplus of items and I'm just like, hey, might as well. But I'm of the mindset, if I'm never going to use this character, I don't really care about training them over in JP. But in NA, if you have a surplus, you might as well use that surplus. I only level my servants till I unlock the rank up quest. Well, usually strengthening quests are, they require you to get them at least max ascended. So, you know. Again, I just have them max leveled because I have a excess of EXP cards that I could totally use on Astolfo, but I don't want to. Because fuck Astolfo, fuck that bitch. So, shout out to Astolfo fans out there. I mean no harm, but I just don't like the motherfucker. You just ain't my cup of tea, man. I'm not that crazy. If I would not play FGO for a long time. Yeah, FGO is one of those things, like once you get into it, like really into it, it's like, why the fuck am I still playing this game? But it is a fun game. Like, I play this game mainly for the story at this point. When I first started playing, it was definitely because I like the character designs and I want to roll gacha and whatnot. But over time, yeah, the gacha is great and all, it's addicting and shit. But I'm definitely sticking around because the characters are just crazy. And the story at this point is like top tier shit. Like if they were to animate Lost Belt 5, for example, I would fucking come everywhere, man. Or even Lost Belt 4, I just want to see those fight scenes. Those fight scenes would go hard animated. Might as well bring Vlad. It really pains me to bring these servants, but I have a Salva Saber and Rider. I haven't touched him either. Well, unless you're into him, I don't expect you to touch him. But why did you roll for a Salva Saber then? I'm guessing you were just trying to get the craft essences? Yeah, at this point, I'm like super invested in the story. It's like, all right, I might as well stay for the long run. And this game could end 3 years from now. Who knows? But I'm definitely gonna stick around for that ending. Yeah, Super Karna in an anime setting would be like fucking crazy, dude. Damn me, bastard. I wanted to see ease, yeah, and the writer spooked me. Damn, bro. The same thing happened in my side account over in JP. I was just trying to get the CEs. And then this bitch came out of nowhere and I was like, bro, I wasn't rolling for you. It's that desire sensor, man. When you want something, like a lot, when you want something a lot, it's not going to give it to you, but it's going to give you everything else. And then when you don't want something, it's going to give you that thing you don't want. It's like, what the fuck? Something I noticed. Not only Grand Order, but any games with like any type of RNG. Like drops, for example, like on some Monster Hunter shit. They never give you the drops you want. But they give you a surplus of everything else, though. That's what they do. I don't know if God is just watching from above and he's just like, fuck you. And I'm just like, all right, man. I really don't appreciate it, but thanks. Thanks for nothing. All right, I highly doubt I'm going to use John in any capacity, so I might as well just bring her. Highly doubt I'm going to use her in any capacity. I was kind of saving her, not going to lie, just in case there was like a challenge quest where I might need her niche, but I don't think so. I threw 5 singles at Christmas, then I saw the rainbow and feared. I was right too. God damn, bro. Yeah. And again, if you're an Astolfo fan, you must be really happy, but you said you were in fear, so I assume you were like, fuck. I mean, you know, add to your collection, see it from a positive viewpoint, you know? It's like, oh, okay, I got a new servant. I remember, I forgot what gacha it was, but it was like a couple years back. I haven't seen comments like these in a while now. But I remember I was really upset that I didn't get a servant I wanted, but I got spooked by a new servant. Again, I forgot who in particular it was or what gacha I was rolling for. And I remember seeing a comment. They were like really pissed off at me. They were like, you shouldn't be mad. You got a new servant at least. Like, you should be happy you got a new gold servant, new 5-star, new 4-star. And I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care. If I'm rolling for, let's say if I was rolling for Gilgamesh, for example, and I did a multi-shot, I don't care if I see 10 fucking Vlads in a multi-shot. Like 10 5-star Vlads. Like that's an amazing, on paper, that's an amazing 10 shot. But did I get Gilgamesh though? Did I? I have the right to be mad. I didn't get who I wanted. So I don't understand that argument of like, you should be happy that you got this because you know, it's still new, bro. And I'm just like, no, I shouldn't be. It's not the thing I was going for. That makes no sense. That argument makes absolutely no sense. I definitely shouldn't be happy. I have the right. I spent money. I spent quartz. I spent tickets. I have the right to react how I want. Motherfucker. So I don't know. Those comments were like, again, I haven't seen those type of comments in a while. So I'm sure it's just a very small margin of people who actually think like that. But as well bring you. Fuck it. You can use fatigue characters in Challenge Quest if it's like Setsuban. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. That happened to me, for example, Saber Wars 2. I tried to roll a little for 5-star CE, but because of art, I ended up getting Spacer Star. That's busted, though. I mean, that's like one of those spooks that's like, not really a spook. I mean, she's rated up. It's one of those things where like, you know, you're rolling for the C's, but you end up getting the Servant. But the Servant is Spacer Star. And it's like, well, the Servant's Spacer Star, man. Like, you know, she's one of the best AoE servants in JP currently, so it's like, well, you can't be too mad. I know you were going for the CE, but can't be too mad. At 6th anniversary, I got double SSR spooked in the same multi. Ooh, yeah, that's painful, man. Getting spooked by an SSR in general, that's very painful when you're going for the rated up 5-star, you know? But then getting spooked by 2 and 1, that's just like, those were 2 chances. Those were your 2 chances to get the 5-star that's rated up. And then they just decided to say, no, fuck you. Yeah, that definitely sucks, man. And again, that happens to everyone. And I feel like that happens in every gacha game, not just Fate. So it literally happens to everyone who's ever touched a gacha game and has played extensively, you know? Definitely, I understand that point of view for sure. Actually, let's go ahead and bring you. So you're back already. Might as well. Guess you. Again, I feel a certain way about bringing these servants. I wish I had more fodder to bring, but it's okay. And I guess as fodder, we have a lot of... I feel like we have a lot of Lancers still. Actually, no, we don't. I'll bring Ku. I know he's a strong Berserker, but still. I remember last week I was joking that I would get Rhinus before Hephaestion, but in the end I got 3 Hephaestions and no Rhinus. Holy shit. I was aiming for Rhinus, which was reverse suffering from success. Yeah. I mean, like I said earlier, that's the desire sensor action, man. Yeah, not a big fan of Space Star, but I also... She is an okay farmer, which I won't complain that much. Yeah, exactly. And again, she was rated up. So it's not really a spook. It was just like, oh, okay, you just happened to be objectively lucky at that point. And hopefully you got the CE you wanted. I mean, in the end of the day, if you don't get what you were rolling for, regardless of what you ended up getting, it does suck to an extent. But hopefully you got what you wanted, plus, you know, a bit extra with Space Star. 100%, man. If I remember correctly, the 5-star CE was the Saber Altar one, I think. So I'm sure a lot of Saber Altar fans wanted to go for that. 1000%. Okay. Let's go do this. Drinking a lot of my water. Well, G Fuel actually, but be like that. Alright, now you're gonna use your NP. Hopefully it's gonna kill, even if it doesn't. Got 1 card with crit stars on it. Okay, that definitely kills. Busted. Okay, I think this was the 49th floor, so we're gonna be at our 50th. So there's 150 more quests to go. And again, I'm not gonna... I mean, it's physically impossible for me to do all the quests in one stream. And there won't be a part 2 stream. I'm just gonna stream this event once. Gonna make the highlight video for the last stream. Again, the last stream got taken down because of copyright issues, because the music was from Case Files, which I was just like, oh, I didn't really think about that, did I? It is from Case Files. Was it MHX Alter? Okay. How can you tell though? Actually, in the 5-star C, was it MHX Alter, or was it or was it just Saber Alter? Does it tell you in the Catessence description? I know it's from Saber Wars too, so it's most likely MHX Alter, but you know, it's like they look the same otherwise. When you put them in the same clothes, it's like indistinguishable. I guess I'll just bring a you. Fuck it. Do I have a caster available? Do I have an AoE caster available? Shen Gong's here. Oh shit. And then our fodder will be... Actually, Shen Gong a good idea because I need another servant. No, let's not risk it. Let's just bring let's actually bring Arjuna. Let's go hardcore on this one. Go hardcore on it. Probably not a good idea, but let's go as hard as we can. Balls deep it. Balls deep. Okay, no casters there. I know I said balls deep, but I don't know if I'm willing to use my 4 Omni supports. Or let's see. Actually, let's bring Karna. Fuck it. Karna and Arjuna. Absolutely. It's from the vibe she gave. I don't know, man. It's I don't know. Gotta read that description. Let me know. All right, Arjuna and Karna about to go balls deep in this shit. About to go balls deep. Oh, we're fighting the Hassans. And for some reason, Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, that didn't do shit, man. So I'm not even going to use my skills. I'm just going to use Mahapralaya. It's probably not going to kill... Well, now that I think about it, it's probably not going to kill... I might as well use it then. This might kill the first 2, but maybe not this Hassan. So I'll just do this, and then that. Full combo that bitch. Ooh, combo it. By the way, for anyone wondering, as far as the raid in JP goes, I mean, it's been going on for like an hour and 30. So, is the raid still going on actually? Is anyone playing JP or at least paying attention to that? Is the raid still going on? Because I was going to say, even if it is, I'm not going to switch over to that once I run out of servers. I'm just going to stop streaming and play it on my bed because my neck's starting to hurt. So, definitely don't want to be sitting here for too long. Raid is still going on? Okay, how far is it actually? Like, what's the progress on the raid? Oh, I should have used that on Karna actually, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Actually, let's do this. Let's seal your NP. There you go. We don't have to worry about that. We don't gotta worry about that. It's like the HP still like 90% there, 80% there. I assume people are going ham on it. That's usually how it goes for raids. Hopefully there's gonna be enough for me to, you know, sink my teeth in a little bit. Barbados still has about 80% of its health. Okay, I'll get a couple of good raids, good fights in. Not too much. Again, I'm not really trying to use a lot of apples or tickets, or not tickets, quartz. I'm not gonna use quartz at all actually, so just like minus that. Okay, actually let's do this. And then give him the crit. And actually attempt to kill. Well, description saying begins her day by throwing exquisite sweet rice balls in the shape of bush clovers. So that could be Saber Alter. Saber Alter is also kind of a glutton. Okay, it's just gonna kill if it crits. Oh, it doesn't even have to crit. Okay, bet. Boom. Partner Arjuna took it down to 50th floor. There's 150 more to go. Oh, that's true. She's more of the sweet tooth kind of variant, whereas Saber Alter just likes junk food, like burgers and, you know, shit like that, salty foods. Okay, I guess I could narrow it down to just MHX Alter. Hey, we got it. We got the Lantern of Caldia. I think we get the grill at the 100th floor. I think, and then the 200th floor just has a I think another lantern or something with a crystallized lore. I could be wrong. I didn't really look into it. I just knew that there was a shit ton of floors and a lot of materials to get. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. Nice. Okay, how's everyone? Okay, so the next one that's gonna be out is Musashi. Great. Then Jason. Okay, not bad, not bad. Not even mad. Not even mad. Okay, now the enemies are gonna have slightly higher HPs, which isn't that big of a deal, honestly. I might as well bring you and then you. So I'm running out of servants, so I'm probably gonna wind down the stream soon. It's a fun stream though, to be honest. A lot of good topics we covered with anime and TV shows and video games and whatnot. So again, I'm probably gonna watch Dororo just as a recap. Dororo, freaking Evangelion, and I think Vivi was like the 3 that I accepted from you guys. Although you guys had a lot of recommendations, so I gotta look back on the stream and like really sift through the anime I might be interested in. But those 3 seem to be the at the beginning of the stream seems to be the consensus for a lot of people. Well, I chose Evangelion based on the last stream, which again I'm gonna upload the highlights on Wednesday, which I'm not gonna upload any of the parts of the stream that had the music in it because again I had a copyright issue with that. So I really could only upload the gacha parts because that music isn't gonna get me in trouble. The gacha music. What else was I gonna say? You get to see my my Reynos and Hephaestion rolls, which again, it's to me they're kind of funny. To a lot of you guys, I bet it's gonna be funny. Anyone who was there in that stream definitely thought it was funny, but just look forward to that, I guess. Gives you guys something to look forward to. As far as from my channel goes. Alright, let's see. I'm running out of servants. Oh shit! Got a decent amount of AoEs left. Okay, Helena. Might as well. Actually, I think I'm gonna bond 10 you. Oh yeah, this quest. You're gonna be bond 10. So congratulations to Helena. You're right there. I used to use you quite a bit, so that's why you're at bond 9. Now you're gonna reach your the threshold. Let's see. Assassins. I'm gonna bring Hakusai. You know, we're gonna bring Enkidu. Why not? Why not? I mean, Helena's gonna take out the wave anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Then when I wake up tomorrow, I'll be taking care of the rest of these floors. And then, yeah. Should be done with the event in like 2 days-ish. Be good to go from there. All right, let's go ahead and go in. What does her Bansi do again? I think it has something to do with NP damage, I want to say. I mean, I'm going to read it after I Banten her right now. So there you go. You bond 10 now. So Concealed Goddess, what do you do? No, special attack against assassins to all allies. Oh, that could be decent. That could be decent. I don't know the percentage. It's probably something like 30% maybe, or 20%. All right, not bad. It could be decent in very niche situations. Hope it's all allies, including yourself. If it's just all allies, that might be like, oh, okay, bet. Let's see, all enemies. Do I even have any Lancers left? Oh, Fion. Fion we haven't used. Okay. Surprising, I haven't used you. I'll bring Kama and I don't know. I know he's a Saber, but fuck it. Screw it, man. Screw it. All right. Definitely feeling the fatigue though. I'm getting sleepy as fuck, even with the G Fuel. Alright. Ooh. Okay, just looked, it's just one wave. Okay, good. Good. Can't wait for Summer Common next year, by the way. She's like my main farmer right now in JP, so can't wait for her. Summer Kid Art is coming out this year, so can't wait for her too. Goddamn, there's a lot of great AoEs. If you need a good AoE art servant, by the way, Summer Kiara, it's definitely really good. Definitely. Okay, Berserkers, might as well bring out Hokusai finally. And then more fodder, because why not? Jalter, not really going to bring you for anything. And then we have 3 archers, so we'll just pick Tomoe Gozen. There you go. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, 2 waves, 2 waves, nice. Okay, let's do this. Hit this one to death, hopefully. They need to reanimate John Alter, by the way. Her sprite looks alright, but her animations are definitely outdated. Like at the time when she came out, they were good. But that was years ago. She's definitely outdated at this point. Especially as popular as a character as she is, she definitely needs one. Like John got one like a couple years back, and she's still pretty good. They don't need to reanimate her, but definitely need to update John Alter's animation for sure. I'm surprised that they gave the New Year's craft essence, the Gacha craft essence, to her. Like she's the cover servant of that CE. So obviously DW still, or not DW anymore, because DW is no longer gonna be in charge of FGO. But let's just say Aniplex. Aniplex still thinks about John Alter every now and then. So, bro, give her an animation update, bro. Like, craft essence is all well and good and shit, but if People want to see an animation update, maybe even a buff. They could even go as far as buffing her. I don't think anyone would be opposed to a buff. Her skills are a little bit dated. Although if they were to buff a Buster Servant, I'm definitely more inclined to want a Gilgamesh buff. But hey, he's already pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if they said no. Gilgamesh is never getting buffed, which I would be kind of sad about, to be honest. But at the same time, I kind of understand. He still hits really hard. I think he just needs a bit more utility. That's like my only critique of my king. Okay, Yang, why not? My only critique. I think Ozzy also needs an animation update as well. The sprite's a bit dated, a little bit. The proportions, it's a bit fucked up. I think he needs one. They gave him 2 buffs. Why not animation? Waiver as well. Now I'm looking at Gray. A lot of people are upset that Waiver didn't get an animation update. At the same time, they were also mad that Iskandar didn't get a buff. They decided to buff Rhinus out of everyone. He's now super good. He was already pretty good. Now she's super good. Okay. Do that. Okay, now we're facing waves with multiple class enemies, so I should have saved my berserkers an extra class. Alright. 124k. Should be able to take you out with... Ooh, never mind. I was about to say. Okay, now there's gonna be gimmicks involved. Okay, bet. Do that so the other enemies only go after her because they're male. Yeah, and hopefully get you guys the MP back to decent percentage. There you go. Nice. Ooh, that one's a female, I just realized. Okay. So it didn't work. Can't wait for a buff later this year when the target just works on every type of enemy, regardless of gender. Makes her a lot better. Right now in the game, she's like kind of whatever. Once Castoria comes out and once Yang gets her buffs, she becomes such a monster in challenge quests. Okay. Might as well NP right now. Should be good. And just in case, I'll do that. Just for that extra bit of attack. Or damage, not attack. I mean, I think Parvati should kill. I'll be very surprised if she doesn't. I think, yeah, okay, there. But I used 3 of some of my very powerful AoEs just now, so... Or maybe not 3, just 2, and then 1 single target. Alright, I think I'm actually gonna... I know I'm not done with all my servants. And Musashi's about to get out, but I think I'll stop the stream now, so... Thank you guys for watching. The few guys who might still be here, I actually don't know how many people are watching right now, but... thank you guys for watching and recommending me anime. This will be uploaded as a video unless there's another copyright issue, which I don't think there will be, hopefully. Because again, my last stream got taken down because of copyright stuff. But thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go lie down because my neck hurts. If you guys plan on rolling, I should probably stop skipping around because Fantasy is just interrupting what I'm saying. But yeah, hopefully you guys get through this event. Again, this event lasts for 2 weeks, so as long as you do X amount of quests every day, even if you don't have a lot of servants trained, you should be good. The event is easy enough for most players to get through as long as you have a couple of decent servants trained and max leveled. And yeah, just do like say 15 quests every day and you should be done within 2 weeks. Should be good. Just pace yourself. Don't feel pressured to no life it like what I just did. And yeah, Gotta wind down now. See you guys in the next one, whenever that will be. I think, no, wait, I'm gonna be streaming. Actually, I don't know when I'm gonna stream again. Now that I think about it. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Oh, full face.